Wakes it back. That time will expire. The feather fit with Gary and Weeks. In all likelihood, Gary is going to emerge still undefeated. We're back in 30 seconds after this word from DraftKings.
They say there's no guarantees, but when it comes to the featherweight title fight, we guarantee. $273 and get 100 fights. Guaranteed. Or Volkanovski's right-hand money punch. Guaranteed. Or just Zombie's lethal uppercut. Guaranteed.
What's going on? There we go. Okay. Just pulling up the fights here. There we are. Cool, cool. What up, what up? So hold on, I don't hear anybody on my end. I don't know if... Hold on a second.
No, brother. I hear you loud and clear.
Oh, there we go.
I'm actually trying to get these fights up on my TV from the computer, and have a little difficulty. So I'm gonna get that up, and then I'll be back in like 1 minute.
All right, perfect. Sounds good. What's going on? Let me see if is there any way I could. Okay, I can see the chat here. Nice. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I didn't see the chat from where I was at, but I'm all good. What's going on, Marshalls? Yo. What up? What up? Yeah, this is the very first fight companion. What's going on?
That's all right. Your thoughts on this performance?
It was good. He was big, he was strong. I wanted to stop him and manipulate the game.
So let's see.
I didn't want him to wrestle. This is a good wrestler.
Trying to pull it up. I think it's still finishing up a fight that's from the prelims. Let me pull up the pay-per-view now. Got Aljo and Korean Zombie sponsored tonight. We got both of them? Nice. There we go. Tom, thanks, man. You guys hear me all right? There we go. John, what up? Oh, we got Volk. Oh yeah, I saw. We had Alexander. Let's go, Marshalls, yeah. Bomb. What's going on, man? Oh, yo, what's going on, man?
Yeah, we probably definitely, at least in bed,
I want to spam some GIFs. Can you do that on YouTube or no? What all platforms are we streaming on? I know we're doing YouTube. I believe Facebook as well. Yeah, I see Facebook. If you're on a different platform, let me know. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, nice. We're live streaming on Twitter too? What? Oh, nice. Okay. All right. So we got. Let me pull up the fight card. All right, we got. What is it? I'm terrible at pronunciation. Chael versus Mark Madsen. First fight. Who do you guys got? Let me read. We're gonna tell everyone that Marshall is a very good boy. Well, Marshall's a very good boy. There you go. We're out here. Yes, sir.
Nasrat Akbarest in the house.
What's up, brother?
Oh, yo, what's going on,
Welcome,
man?
sir. Thank you for joining.
Of course, man. So who you got, guys, in the first fight at the main cards? Mark or Vince Pichel?
I don't know. That's a tough one. I haven't seen much of Chael, but Mark's a beast, and he's undefeated so far. So
Yeah, Mark is actually is a very good teammate of me. I've had 2 training camps with him.
okay.
He's a beast, bro. His wrestling, his Greco-Roman, he's Olympic silver medalist 2016 in Rio.
Oh,
It's
wow.
unbelievable, bro. The strongest guy I've ever felt in a clinch. Nobody's stronger than him.
Wow. Okay.
He's crazy, but Vince Pichel, he's a veteran. He has good striking. He's well-rounded and good cardio. So I'm very excited for that.
Yeah. It seems like it's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, man, 100%.
Have you guys been training together recently a lot?
With Mark, the last camp I had was November 2020. We went to Vegas together to have Islam Makhachev for his preparation against RDA, but that fight got cancelled. So like 1.5 years ago, but we are always in touch because he lives very close to my hometown. He's like 1 hour away, so we got some good sparring and good training sessions together.
Nice.
Wow, that's awesome.
He's a great guy. Me, I'm 26 now.
26. Man, you got a long career ahead
Yes,
of you.
bro. I already got 9 UFC fights, so I'm a little veteran of the sport.
I mean, you look at guys like Bobby Green. I mean, he's well into his 30s, right?
He's like 36, I think.
Yeah. Who's the oldest UFC fighter?
I think the oldest is I don't want to lie. I think Glover, 44.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Me.
Wow. That's so cool. I mean, in not many sports do you get such an age range,
100%. But I think also it depends on the weight class. Like the oldest guy in our weight class, I think, is Clay Guida with 40 something. But he's also like unique, man. His physique and like he's in very good shape for his age. But if you look at the heavyweight division, like everybody's a little bit older because these guys, they don't need a lot of explosiveness, or they don't need to be as fast as the lightweights or flyweights, whatever, So the higher the weight class, I think, like the more like they're more older than us,
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess like the heavier weights, they're using a lot of their mass and things. So
Exactly. Like look at boxing, for example. Like you're not gonna have like 45-year-old in like a cruiserweight or lightweight classes, But in heavyweight, you have like plenty of them. Like Klitschko, he fought until he was 40 something. Like heavyweights, they're a little bit older.
yeah, that makes sense. I actually hadn't thought of that before, but I mean, it makes complete sense. It's totally different strategy.
Yeah, 100%. But man, I'm excited for the mark. Right now I'm in Morocco. I don't know where to watch the fights. That's the problem. So you guys need to keep me updated.
You don't have them up?
What?
Oh, you can't get it up.
No, I can't get it up because
you can't get the fight up there.
No. I don't know where to find it. Because I'm in Morocco right now. I don't like UFC Fight Pass not working because like VPN, you know.
Oh yes, man, that's a bummer, especially your guys fighting.
Yeah, man. But my heart is with him. He's a great guy. He's a very good guy because he had also like a lot of circumstances. His wife got sick, you know, and then he moved like recently he moved to Arizona, and we're always in touch. He works hard, you know, because he have like also 2 3 kids. He's very dedicated to his sport. He told me, Nasrat, I'm going for my last run. Like in 2 years, if I get the title shot, like he's putting everything together, you know. Now, like that I like about this guy. He's almost 37, and he's very dedicated and disciplined compared to the like young up and comers who don't take it very serious.
Is I'm just wondering, how
Excuse
many
me,
hours does a guy like him spend a week training on average?
Mark. I know well because he's like because man, he's Olympic. He was Olympic wrestler. He was wrestling since he was 6 year old, like 30 years of wrestling. So now he keeps the sessions like shorter, but still intense. But he doesn't need like this 3 sessions a day, you know, because this guy he have a lifetime in this like wrestling and sports. He's very athletic. So he trained with Henry Cejudo and the guys fight ready. I think they put together a very intelligent game plan, like 1 to 2 times a day, 6 days a week.
And for how long each session?
I think like 1 hour to 1.5, like 1 hour of hard training. In my opinion, 1 hour of hard training is enough, bro. Because like some guys they train like 2 3 hours. You know, you cannot train 2 3 hours a day, one session 100%. It's impossible. Your body needs to recover. Like GSP told me, 45 minutes of hard, short, explosive, nice training is enough. You know, and
I've
like
been.
15. Sorry.
No, I was saying, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Like 50 minutes of warm up, 50 minutes of in the end. Maybe you can even go 1 hour of drills and technique after intense session. But 45 minutes of hard training is enough. Like Firas Sahabi and GSP, this is what they told me.
Yeah, I've been getting more into that. Instead of doing longer, more intense sessions, I've been shortening it out because you got to think we're only in the cage for 15 minutes at a time, maximum 25. You know, it's a short period where we're very active. Whereas if you're going all out for 2 hours, you know, it's really, what are you doing at that point? We're only
Yes, 100%.
we're only competing for 15 minutes, maximum 25. So
Yes.
yeah.
Actually, Vince Pichel, I was supposed to fight Vince Pichel. That's funny. But this guy
Oh really?
refused to fight me. Yeah, like they called me. I was supposed to fight John McDessie February 19.
Mm.
John McDessie got injured. Then my manager called me. He said, "Can you fight a week earlier against Vince Pichel because Mark is out?" I say, "Man, I'm gonna take the fight." I flew to Vegas. I arrived in Vegas. They told me Vince Pichel refused to fight you. Now the only guy available is Bobby Green on that day. Yeah, of course
Oh
I took it. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, man. Props to you for taking that fight. You know, you
Bro,
press forward, and you know, as you know how it works in the fight game. There's a lot of people that would have said no to that kind of
bro, that was
opportunity.
my
So
worst performance, but I had crazy injuries going into that fight. I'm stupid that I still continued. I had a broken foot. I had a broken hand. I got surgery this week. I have another surgery on my right hand. So between 8 weeks, I got surgery on right and left hand because I just fight injured, man. But now I gotta take the time, get healthy, and then attack. And at the like maybe like autumn, September
nice.
comeback time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, come back stronger than ever, and you know, keep at it. Same here. I hear you. Yeah.
That's the goal.
So
Just be healthy. That's the most important thing. Fighting injured is stupid always, you know. But
yeah.
but I think in the end it's experience.
For sure, it's hard to take your pride, because you want to fight, and you want to go in healthy when possible.
100%, bro. Because in the end, no, like there's no excuse in this game, you know. Like Bobby Green fought Bobby Green on my worse. I couldn't even had no footwork, nothing. Nobody's gonna think about your injuries. It's your body, your responsibility. You need to be healthy. No, now I'm gonna take my time, like couple weeks. Thursday I have another surgery, and then 6 weeks for recovery. Then I'm cleared.
Good to hear, man. Well, hopefully you have a good recovery, and and everything goes well with your training, man.
Somebody's asking Nasra, did you really get scammed? Yes, guys, I got scammed.
Oh, how'd you get
Yeah,
scammed? What happened?
Bro,
could you
crazy.
kind of
Like,
explain that just
I'm gonna explain to you
so
guys. I have one friend, and he said NFTs are the real deal, bro. NFTs. I told him, yeah, Marshall Inu, they sponsored me because I got the fight of the night with Bobby Green. So he told me invest in NFTs, and then I bought like this Atsuki something, this bean. I bought the bean, and then I was on Twitter, and like somebody tagged me. He said, "Hey, you get the airdrop because you have this bean or something. Whoever have this, you should." And then I was like, "Man, airdrop, okay." I clicked on the link, and then, bro, all my NFTs gone. They fucking stole it. Crazy,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you gotta watch out for
Oh,
them. You gotta watch out for the links, man. People,
bro, crazy. I'd never
people.
thought.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
never thought somebody can steal your NFTs because, bro, how it's like somebody stealing your bank account. How, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people will try to get really creative with it. I'm sure Shiner will get more in depth
Oh,
with
I do.
the.
I am on that.
Oh, we're unmuted.
Oh, we are.
We're unmuted. We can talk. What's up,
Oh, what's
guys?
going on?
Brandon Lewis, what's up?
What's going on? What's up?
I'm gonna get on my phone. I'm gonna get on my phone right now.
Guys, this is freaking awesome. The main card's about to start. I'm so excited.
Who do you got for the
you
first
guys
fight?
have quite the party over there.
Yeah, we're rocking and rolling, you know, living our best. I am personally
Love
going
it.
with Mark Madsen. So I was training with Mark over at Fight Ready in Phoenix. So,
Nice.
I mean, how are you going to bet against an Olympian who is like undefeated right now in MMA and just saw like one of the toughest guys, craziest fights in the division? Like, how is he the underdog right now? It doesn't even make sense to me.
What I love about Mark is that he's a student of the game. His striking, when I last trained with him 1.5 years ago, his striking was not like crazy good. But I think like he improved in the last, like his last fight was very nice against Clay Gira. He had some amazing striking. Like it was mostly striking fight. So I'm very excited for today because Vince Michel is tough.
Yeah. This is going to be probably for sure one of his like toughest battles against a
Yeah.
very well-rounded striker. But as you said, he does evolve very quickly, so it's going to be really cool to see. Who do you got, Brandon?
100%.
Well, the peer pressure's on. No, I agree with all you guys' points. You know, Madsen, you can't deny he's very like very physical. You know, and that wrestling is just on a whole different level. And I know he's got a tough opponent, a veteran, but yeah, I gotta agree with you guys.
That's a smart move, homies.
Yeah.
Smart move. All right, we're going to have to mute
Now-
the mic. We're going to get loud and crazy and turn the TV back up. Glad to hop on for
Yes.
this, though.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
What's
What
up,
is
man?
up, brother?
I don't know if you guys can hear me. What's going on?
Guys, when is the main card starting? Because I cannot watch it here.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I don't see it. Hold on, let me switch over. They're going over the interviews right now on my end. The fight hasn't started yet. They're walking out.
Nice. They're walking out now?
Yeah, they're walking out now. Yeah.
I'm trying to find it here. I think they have UFC Arabia and Morocco. Let me try to find this fight.
Let's see. There we go. I got too many tabs loaded up.
You still see me, guys, or you hear me?
Hold on a second. Where? There we go. No, I don't see you. Screen's black.
We can hear you though.
Yep.
Hey, I wanted to ask, did you have Azuki NFTs? You said you bought those? We might have lost him for a second.
Talking now?
Oh.
Yes, we can hear
There
you.
we go.
Yes, bro. I bought not the Atsuki, but they have this bean, you know, where they airdrop to all the Atsuki holders.
Oh man,
This one costs
it's terrible that happens in crypto. Someone's always looking to.
Bro, I talk crypto. I talk like NFTs are safe, man. Like one link, it stole all my NFTs. I had 2 NFTs, one of this Atsuki bean thing, and the other like worth 7.5 Ethereum. You know.
Oh, dude, that is sickening, man.
You hear me?
Man. It like makes you mad,
Hello?
and then it just makes you sick to your
Hello?
stomach because it's like 7.5 ETH. That's a good amount of money.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Here.
sir.
Hello?
I'm trying to find. Yeah, can you hear us? I'm also trying to find the live stream on. It's on YouTube as well, correct? I'm trying to find the link to.
Yes, that is correct.
There we go. Got the link.
Dude, check out this guy's mustache, man. That is impressive. I've never seen a fighter with such an epic mustache.
Hold on, I'm seeing it now. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that is certainly a flex.
I've yet to see this guy fight, so I'm glad he surprised me with this glorious mustache. And as sponsored by Manscaped, by the way, you know.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hello?
Appropriate.
Hello.
Must have spotty service.
I didn't realize it's got me this way. Uh-oh.
How do you say his name? Is it his first name Vink? Vink?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, Vink Pichel, I believe is how you pronounce it. Don't take my word for it though.
What a guy. Just a badass name and a badass mustache. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Yeah, and he's got a good track record, you know?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely a tough fight. But, no, I think the wrestling of Mark is going to be just something very difficult to deal with, you know? It's hard to peel off these wrestlers.
That's one thing I've noticed, and of course, you know, I'm learning a lot about the sport just by talking to you guys and being in the community. But it seems like the wrestlers have a massive advantage in MMA.
So one of the reasons why that is, if you got to think, you know, there's different levels where the fight can go. And if you could dictate whether the fight can be standing or grappling, then ultimately you have an advantage over your opponent if you could dictate that, you know, whether you want to stand up with them or go to the ground. So people that have that wrestling advantage just have a strategical, just overall advantage in the fight because they can now determine where the fight takes them.
That makes sense. So, I mean, they're obviously trying to get on the ground as fast as they can, probably, right? Because if
stylistically, it could depend. Maybe they feel comfortable submitting, you know, getting on top, ground pounding, or submitting the guy, or maybe he feels comfortable striking and he's using his wrestling defensively to stop any jiu-jitsu. You know,
that's what I was just going to ask. What is it? Because jiu-jitsu, obviously, you're on the ground a lot too, and a bunch of submissions and stuff. What is that like a good jiu-jitsu fighter versus a wrestler? I mean, is it like similar once you're on the ground or?
I mean, it all comes down to the fighter at the end of the day. The reactions from a traditional jiu-jitsu fighter and a wrestler are going to be completely different. But as you get more involved in the sport as a complete mixed martial artist, you're going to kind of understand, if you're a wrestler, you're going to have to do some jiu-jitsu to recognize submissions that are going to happen. So, it kind of meshes really well. It's good to get a good look. If you have a base in wrestling, train jiu-jitsu, get a good look at jiu-jitsu, so now you know how to defensively handle that. So, and that's what I mean by it all depends on the fighter, because from their backgrounds they're going to have certain tendencies and things that they're strong at and techniques that they're good at. But now when you start intertwining other styles of martial arts and other grappling arts into that as well, you now have a whole nother arsenal. So definitely depends on who's just more prepared at the end of the day. Chael, what's going on, man?
Oh, the
What's up,
legend.
guys? What's happening, guys?
Uncle Chael.
Hey, where are we at? We're all watching the Madsen fight, right? Madsen Puchel. Is that where everybody's TV? My TV had a delay. Is that where we're all at?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I have it on my end. They're not fighting yet, but they're in the cage.
Okay.
No.
I got to tell you, at one point I had the inside scoop on Madsen because I'm such an amateur wrestling fan. This dude is legit out of Finland, and we used to have to deal with him at the World Championships. We would send our representative.
Bro, he's from Denmark.
Say that again?
He's from Denmark.
Yeah, yes, that's correct. But this guy was a killer. He was on the Olympic team, but he did like 3 or 4 medals in a row, and he never won the gold, but he was in the finals. He made the finals,
yes.
and he was just one of these guys, but he would always beat the American. And then he retired. He was like 34 years old, which is kind of old in wrestling. I thought he was done. I thought I'd never hear of this guy again. Boom. He moves out, starts fighting. He's undefeated. He's raw, but he's tough.
The only guy he lost to always in wrestling, he told me once. He said the only guy he lost to was Vlasov. He's a good friend of Khabib, this Russian guy. He said, man, always with 1 inch. You always in wrestling, many guys, like the first and second place, they always have this competition against each other. Sometimes the first wins, sometimes second wins. Like it's the biggest rival. And he told me like Vlasov, he's one of Khabib's good friend. He was his biggest his biggest competition in wrestling.
Do you remember back when Dan Henderson first started fighting? Were you a fan back then?
No, what year is this?
Well, Dan was way back in like 99 and then really got going. But my point was this. Dan was an accomplished and he was a Greco-Roman wrestler, same as Madsen. Those skills don't transfer very well. But if you can compete in your dog tough, and that's what Henderson was, that's what this guy is. Like if you watch him right now, he looks sloppy. He's just tough as hell. I got to give him that. I've been following this guy since he was 19 years old. He's tough.
Yes, 100%, bro. That's what, like, you had a good point, because as Greco-Roman wrestlers, it's very hard for them to like learn striking, because the body structure is different. Imagine you wrestle for 30 years, like only from clinching. They are not as flexible. Like they are very tight, and like that. I need to give to Mark. He's really, really trying hard to like implement striking to his game, because imagine 30 years of wrestling, all your muscles, they get like short and tight, like because they always have this infight in wrestling, like Greco-Roman. They're very tight, these guys. That's why Mark, he told me he was focusing a lot on freestyle wrestling, double legs, and striking, like recently.
Yep. And, in freestyle wrestling, just to put in perspective, or Greco-Roman in this case, is 6 minutes, 2-3 minute period. 6 minutes isn't a lot of time to break a guy. And by break him, I mean to get him tired to where he's exhausted and can't compete. Madsen used to do it. In 6 minutes, this dude could break the best guys in the world. So in 15 minutes, I'm telling you, rounds 2 and 3, watch for this guy to come on.
Man, I'm looking forward. Chael, I had like 2 training camps with him, and his conditioning is crazy. He's like 30-something. Like he's almost 40 years old, but he's in a very, very good shape. He's like, his physique is amazing.
Yes, I appreciate you saying that. That was the point I was trying to make. He left wrestling very late, 33, maybe 35. I mean, he didn't leave by choice. It was just time to go, right? The new kids had come in, but he had more. He wanted to transfer over. I'm very open to the idea. I'm watching him right now. He's raw. Like, these are not great skills, but this is a great competitor, and I don't want you guys to miss it.
Oh, I don't have access here because I'm in Morocco now. I cannot watch it. You guys need to keep me updated.
All right, they're down with round 1. and it was pretty close. I would imagine Madsen won. I was doing a lot of talking, and not a lot happened. Like, they were just throwing hard punches at one another.
What do you think? Who has the first round?
I think Mark won it. I got extreme favoritism on that, but I think Mark won it.
Okay, let me check the play-by-play by
It was
Chael.
close. Like, by example, there was no takedowns. You know, Madsen's this Greco guy, so if he can't get his hands, you know, he's the most unlikely guy to come out and hit you with a double leg takedown, but you're not likely to take him down either. So it's kind of a stalemate on the feet, and then you got two guys that looked a little sloppy on their feet, if I'm to be fair.
Okay.
I'm being critical
I like
tonight.
this.
I don't mean to be.
I like this matchup for Mark because they're both in a similar age, you know, so it's like fair. It's not like a young up-and-comer against Mark or against Vince Pichel. So I like that they put like two guys almost same age against each other because they're both veterans of the sport.
Sorry, fellas. I'm moving around. I had to make myself a coffee.
Love it. A little espresso.
You know, I went with a full glass. It's something called Nespresso, where you put the pot in, you push one button, and sometimes it makes it a little shot, and sometimes it makes a full cup, and I never know. But this one was a full cup.
Those things are. I remember the first time I had one was in some random hotel in the Keys, and it's phenomenal. I was shocked at how good it is.
It is good. I agree. And I don't know where to buy it. It's not this. I have to order it from Amazon, but it's worth it. Even though it's a pain in the ass, it's worth it. I order the pods every week.
I love it. These guys just going at it.
Yeah,
So
sorry, I had a
guys need to keep me updated, guys.
You know what? There's not a damn thing that's happened. They're still on their feet. You have two guys that want to wrestle but can't wrestle the other one, so they're trading shots, but they're trading them like barroom tough guys. Like, this is not technical. There's not a bunch of feints and combinations. Like, they're two tough guys.
Bro, you are very mean today, huh?
Yeah. And it's not a total brawl. I'm making it sound like it's really not. It's a little bit, but Madsen's doing what Madsen does. He's keeping pressure on. He's trying to get the guy tired. He's exactly halfway through the fight.
So Mark is winning.
Chael just took his hands and said, like, come on, let's go, with his fingers.
He's
driving
frustrated.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Mark's winning, but there's not a lot going on. I can't hype this fight, man. It is what it is. But Mark's probably winning. It's close.
Okay, at least he's winning. I like that he's working with Henry because Henry and the guys, they're very smart. And I think they put together a good game plan for, like, recently, like, even Figueiredo and all these guys. Henry's very smart.
Henry came out of nowhere. You know, if you coach your whole life and you coach one world champion, you succeeded. You coach your whole life and you get a guy that fights for a world title, you've succeeded. Henry's got two champions right now, and I believe John Jones is going to represent his gym. He's going to have 3 world champions in his first year of coaching. It's pretty remarkable. All right, Madsen's behind him. Madsen's drug him down. He's got his hands locked. Madsen's got his back. He just doesn't know what to do with it.
Still got 2 minutes left in the round, so we'll see what we can do with this position.
This is the second round?
Second round. Yep. Halfway through it. By the way, guys, I don't know who all here was on Spaces this week, but I thought Spaces was very incredible because we talked to Aljo and getting Aljo's perspective. If you guys weren't there, Aljo doesn't know he's the champion of the world. There was no cockiness. There was no anything. He acted like a hungry contender, which mindset-wise is just an incredible place to see him in. It's a hard fight, but he's in a good place. That was my take.
It's a very tough fight, man.
Now, I don't know if you guys are watching this right now, but Chael's going for a calf slicer here.
Who? Pichel?
Yeah, he's going for a calf slicer, and I don't know if he's they're in a really awkward position. Oh, no, it looks like he's walking out of it. There we go.
Well, I bet you that hurts like hell, but Madsen's not going to quit to pain. I'm telling you, this guy's tough. It's the only compliment I can give him, but he is tough, tough,
100% I am on your side. Yes. This is just physical pain. He can't go through it.
What is a calf slicer entail?
It's a weird
You want to
position.
take that one?
It sounds gnarly.
There's multiple ways that you could go about it, but it's basically putting either your shin or your forearm in the fulcrum at the bend of your opponent's knee and applying pressure so that way that fulcrum now separates the knee. So it's very painful on the calf itself, but it actually blows your knee out if done, to the full extent.
Guys,
So
look up.
like
How was the fight going?
Guys, look up in your TVs on the bottom left, outside of the cage. The guy in the suit, his head's blocked right now. You see that? Is that the governor of Florida? Is that Ron DeSantis sitting front row?
Is that? Hold on.
I mean, they're
It
in
looks
Florida,
like him
so it
from
makes
here.
a level of sense.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, he's just a class act guy. I love that guy.
All right, so we got 2 rounds done. It's probably one apiece.
1-on-1?
Probably. Yes, it's not the busiest fight. They're throwing up what other people think on Twitter, and a lot of fans are thinking that too. It looks like 10-9 first round Madsen, 10-9 last round Pichel.
So
Hey, let's go back to Aljo. Did you guys get that same sense? I mean, he seems very matter of fact for what he's dealing with here.
Bro, he looks in a crazy physical shape. He's all straight, but now he looks like a monster.
Like they've been killing
Yeah, I
each other
thought
in the
so, too.
media. They've been really laying
was
into
very
each
humble.
other. Yeah, in the media, they've been really playing this up. It seems like there's a lot of emotion, and they're so mad, and they've got to be separated. So you always wonder what a guy's headset is, but that's an act, man. When we had the champ on, he thinks he's the contender. That was my take.
He's a great
Yeah, I
guy. I hope
agree.
he's gonna win. Man. He's humble. I like him.
He is a nice guy.
But bro, Peter Yan is a beast. I first met him 2017 at Tiger Muay Thai. Back then he was not in the UFC. He was a champion of ACB. Like back then it was called ACB, and now I think it's called ACA. And bro, he's a machine. His cardio is better. He's everywhere. He's very good. Let's see if Aljo can get it done.
All right, Pichel,
everyone...
we're only 30 seconds in here, but Pichel's opening up in this round. He's scoring.
Yeah.
I was trying to get a takedown here.
Who, Pichel is trying to take him down?
Madsen. He's pressuring him up against the fence. Oh, escapes out, spins out.
They're back on their feet. They're standing dead center, throwing jabs at one another. Right on the monster logo. Shot by Madsen. He needs this. Madsen got a takedown. Madsen on top. He's doing nothing with the position, but he is on top. He's scoring some seconds here.
Oh, triangle attempt.
By who? By Mark?
Pichel.
Fuck, bro. I need to find this.
Oh,
I need to put VPN to get it to watch this fight. But
We'll
geo
do a better
blocking,
job.
like they block it so you cannot watch it in this country.
We'll do a better job of keeping you posted. So there's 3 minutes
Yes,
left in the
please.
fight. Madsen's on top. Pichel looking for a Kimura. Madsen powers out. Madsen is literally laying on him. His chest is, or his ear is on the guy's chest. He's not posturing up and pounding, but he's holding the position.
I think there's gonna be enough. How many minutes left? 2.5?
2.5 on the dot. Joe Rogan just made a comment that he believes the fight's dead even. 1 round apiece, and he thinks this round is even. That Madsen's on top, but the Pichel is more active from the bottom. Rogan's a nut hugger to jiu-jitsu guys, though. I don't know that the judges fully agree with him, but that was the comment he made.
Bro, you never know what these judges nowadays. Chai, what do you think Chimaev versus Burns?
By the way, where are you from? You got a great voice, I got to tell you. I like the way you sound.
Me, originally I'm from Afghanistan, but I live in Germany. I'm born in Germany.
Beautiful. I got to go to Germany one time. I'm trying to think of the city. Cadet World Championships in 1993.
What World
Beautiful.
Championships? Wrestling?
The cadet, yeah, Greco-Roman, but for 15 and 16-year-olds. But yeah, it was in Germany.
Munich?
No, it wasn't Munich.
Berlin?
No, a very, very small city. I'm trying to think of it. I've got a T-shirt and I've told German guys before that I was in the city, and they've never heard of it. They're like, "Are you sure?" It's like, yes, I'm sure.
So
I'm
it's
sure.
gonna be a small city.
And it will come to me. It will come to me, but I can't think of it. All right, Madsen's on top. I mean, he's grinding. Madsen's winning this round. I don't agree with Joe Rogan. I don't think it's all that close, but Madsen could be a little bit more active. He just has no posture. He's so tight, he can't do anything to hurt him. He needs to break away and let a few come down just to secure this round, because it is close.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Joe
doing
does
a
love his
really good job
BJJ.
of keeping pressure. Oh, sorry, Kyra. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, Joe is BJJ is very near and dear to his heart, so he might be a little biased sometimes.
Yes, I called him a nut hugger. That's slang. I don't know how that came out of my mouth. I didn't mean to do that, but I don't usually talk like that. It flew out with the boys here. But yeah, he is. He sees it. He wants the bottom guy to be winning, and generally he's not, though. Generally the top guy gains favor. All right, Madsen is just hanging on. He's got kind of a seatbelt, and he's literally holding on like it's a Greco match, and he's trying to eat up the clock.
How many minutes left?
There's
There
10
is
seconds
15
left.
seconds.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Pichel just rolled for a knee bar. Madsen scrambled out. Now Madsen's finally opening up. This is a close round, man. Joe Rogan's not crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't know who's going to win this fight. It needs to be Madsen, but if it's not, the crowd's not going to boo. It's close.
Yeah.
how it's close? Pichel was on the ground the whole round.
Yes, but he was hitting and he was elbowing and he was trying for submission. Madsen was just hanging out.
Okay. Who's the next fight?
I don't know.
Next fight is, go look it up here.
Mackenzie Dern versus Torres.
The next fight is the last fight we got to watch before we see Chimaev and Burns. That's what the next fight is. That's how everyone's looking at it, not just me.
Oh god. I personally am excited for this fight though too, but I am more excited, to be honest, for Chimaev. But who do you guys got here? I say Tisha could defend the takedown against Mackenzie. I haven't seen too much of Mackenzie's wrestling, but I have seen her get stuffed a couple times. So I think Tisha might be able to pull this off with some defensive wrestling. But Mackenzie does have long arms for that weight, so we'll see if she can catch her too. What are your guys' thoughts?
Oh, bro, I don't know. I'm just looking forward for the Khamzat fight.
Okay. I want to give you my long answer. So you talk about Mackenzie Dern. When I was in college, University of Oregon, Eugene, Oregon, we had a crew that every other weekend would fly out to Phoenix, Arizona to train with a guy named Megaton. So, and that was the closest gym you could get. Like now gyms are everywhere. It didn't used to be like that. There was 6 in the entire United States that were Gracie certified, and the closest one to us. All right, Mark Madsen won. A unanimous decision.
There we go.
Amazing.
But the closest gym to where we were was in Phoenix, and we had this crew that would fly out there, and they would come back, and they'd be way better than all of us, and then we'd have to go join their gym. They were only purple belts, but it was still the best that we could get under this guy, Megaton. Megaton turns out to be Mackenzie Dern's father.
Sick.
Yes, so she's literally just like Floyd Mayweather. Her coach lives right across the hall.
Crazy.
Where does the name Megaton come from? I
Glad that you asked. Glad you asked. So Megaton, he weighed 170 pounds, but when he was on top of you, he felt like he weighed a megaton. I'm repeating the story, by the way. Like if you're laughing, I'm repeating the story, but that's where he got it. Megaton, Wellington Megaton.
I love it.
And I never knew if Wellington was the first name or the last. I don't know. Wellington Megaton was the guy. Yep. Small world. I never saw him or met him. You know, the internet wasn't around. I only heard this name. And a couple of fights ago, McKenzie was in there and Rogan talked about it. I'm like, wait a minute. That's the guy. That's the guy that all my city mates were going out to train with.
Oh, there's Rogan back out there. He took a break, or he wasn't out there for all the fights.
Do we have who do we have for our sponsored fighters for this main card?
Aljo for sure.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up a list here.
Yeah, there's a list there somewhere.
I saw Mark Madsen shouting out Marshall Inu on his Instagram.
Yes.
On his Instagram. Go. Who else? Mark? Vince Pichette as well or not?
Guys, have we discussed that Crypto.com came in and stole the gimmick? We all know that, but have we discussed it? Did I get here too late?
No, we didn't discuss it yet here.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Look, you got two choices. You can be pissed off somebody stole your idea, which is kind of where I fall, or you can attempt to be more mature and go, look, they saw a great idea. They saw competition. They wanted to stop it, and they had to rip off, they had to cut. This is $1 billion company. They paid $350 million for that mat space over 5 years, taking on some guys that came out 8 weeks ago. I mean, there's a huge compliment in here for us. But, yeah, you want to know how I feel? I'm not crazy. That's our idea, man. You stole our idea. Now you're trying to steal our thunder? I don't know. Yeah, I'm a little jealous. Sure.
Yeah, I felt the same way about it. I was like, man, and because the fans get to vote for who they want these bonuses to go to. Yeah. And then, you see it in all of these articles and crypto journals and all these things, which is bullish for crypto. But I thought that Marshall New would possibly get thrown in there as well, but it did not. So I guess we have some work to do.
But bro, at least like you guys are sponsoring not only UFC fighters. That's what I like about you. You sponsor like also like amateurs, professional up and comers. Also, they need a lot of help. So it's a big compliment, like Chael said, that they stole your idea. But in the end, I think competition is good for the business, right? Like everybody knows who was first 8 weeks ago. Marshall Inu came and disrupted the business, and I think you guys have a big future because you guys are doing amazing things.
8 weeks and a name change. I mean, you think about it like that. You know how hard it is to get your name out there, and we're doing it for a second time, all in 8 weeks, and we're having $1 billion Crypto.com come and steal our idea. Like, for sure, there's a compliment. I'll tell you my own opinion, guys. I think Dana stuck up for us. I think, knowing him, he defended us, and he said, guys, here's what Marshall Anu is doing, and I'm not cutting it off. I'm not taking it from the boys, and I think it forced them. This is, but I think that I'm right. I think it forced them to then go, then we'll do what they're doing.
I think
I think you're right.
I think in the end, it's good for the UFC fighters. Like, Crypto's paying, Marshall is paying. Marshall is also sponsoring them out of, like, just fight camps or when they're injured, whatever. You saw many posts from fighters, and it's amazing. Like, what Crypto is doing is for one event, pay-per-view event, but Marshall is sponsoring fighters every event, even fight nights, even outside of the UFC. So it's a big thing.
Yeah, already setting trends this early, and it's a compliment to what Marshall's already done so far. So
100%. But crazy how Crypto came and like, man, it's taking over the whole world. Couple of years ago, nobody believed it's scam or Bitcoin, whatever. Now the whole world is changing.
Yeah, and even now, you talk to people. A lot of people aren't into it. They're not aware of the power of crypto as of yet. And soon it's going to keep changing. And the combination of crypto and MMA is just a kind of gate to that.
Yeah, it's a game changer, 100%. Yeah. Let's see if the other sports like soccer or basketball or whatever is going to follow. We don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was encouraged by. That's the other side of this is that, you have Marshall Anu kind of spearheading this new trend, and getting people directly involved and being able to vote for their favorite fighters and performances. In addition to sponsoring them, for other things and other leagues. But yeah, it's like crypto.com kind of had to come in and they had to follow suit. So then there's that other part which makes you proud that you were part of something that really helped spearhead this. And then also it's awesome for the fighters themselves that, they could win a bonus from MRI and crypto.com,
Yes,
and
100%.
that's going to significantly, increase their pay for that night, which is awesome. And it'd be great to see other people kind of come on board as well. And the other sponsors, the other guys on the mat, like Monster and on, all these other things. It's like maybe they'll step up to the plate and throw some ETH or Bitcoin.
Yes, true. The good thing is crypto is the platform, and you guys are a coin, so you're not the same. Hopefully, Marshall is gonna be listed on crypto.com, so maybe even a partnership. We never know. Imagine in the future they can work out something together. That would be also amazing to see.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
very true, and that could absolutely happen. They're a huge exchange. A lot of people use them, and I know Coinbase actually wrote an article about MRI. So,
Yes, I saw that.
no-
Like the step by step guide how to buy Marshall with Coinbase wallet, right?
yeah, they did, and that was not a PR. The PR company did not contact them either. That was they themselves actually just chose to write that. So we're
Even
getting noticed.
the biggest German newspaper, they wrote an article about Marshall. I think I sent it to you guys like a couple of days after you came. Out of nowhere, they were posting like an amazing article, like very positive article, and describing what you guys are doing and doing a lot of good for the fighters. I was not expecting that. After a couple of days after you guys came, like NTV is a huge, like very very big, maybe even the biggest television, like news television, and they wrote a great article with Bobby Green and me on the cover.
Wow, that's epic.
Yes.
I didn't see that. I don't know. Of course, I'm sure I could get it translated, but I would love to see that article.
Yes, man, it's great. You can post. You just
Now, when
post.
you went in, you posted it. You said.
No, I mean you can Google it NTV and then put Marshall in you, and then you can see the article online.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Actually, I love to see that different media outlets covering it, especially around the world. That's awesome. Now, did you enter that fight? You said you had injuries when you went before you fought Green. I know that you broke your hand, but did you say you went in with injuries?
Bro, my left foot was broken 12 days before the fight. No, 2 weeks before the
Oh my
fight. My last
gosh.
sparring session with Benny Darius. I went to Kings AMA because I was doing my camp in Las Vegas. But I went every Friday. I drove to Kings to spar with Benny because he was fighting Islam Makachev, and like he's a great training partner. I know him since 7 years. And then, like last 30 seconds of the last round, I kicked against his knee. I broke my navicular bone. And we tried with the PI team. We tried to work, like do physical therapy. I got cortisone injection, everything, but it limited me a lot, And I'm like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Broken foot, broken hand. I fight. I know it's stupid. It's not smart. You need to be at least not handicapped, going into a fight. And then against a good guy like Bobby Green, I learned my lesson. I think experience. I'm 26. This was my 9th UFC fight against a top 10 caliber guy, and the only thing I can take with me is like a good experience. That's why I need to get healthy now, couple of weeks, focus on recovery, and then book the next fight.
Amen. How
I love it.
Just a quick question: how often do you utilize the UFC PI for your recovery?
Actually, the last time for my last camp with Bobby Green, it was the first time I did the training camp in Vegas, because I was scared that I get problems with visa or COVID or whatever. Because when I fought Dan Hooker, we both had crazy visa issues, you know. So at this time, I want to be on a safe side. That's the first training camp I did, but man, the PI is unbelievable. You have everything what you need there, like the med area, you have the cage, you have the nutrition team, you have the conditioning guys, physical therapy, whatever you need. It's a great place. If you can put together like a small team, like you coach some training partners and make your own schedule, it's a great place.
Yeah. No, that's good to hear. And that's something that's always like, you know, a lot of other promotions. I know a lot of people like to, you know, go on about UFC pay and all that kind of stuff, but you know, the UFC has put a lot back into the sport. So places like the UFC PI, and hearing how beneficial they could be for a lot of the guys that don't have those resources available to them, you know, just top of the line, you know, physical therapists, things like that, like all the equipment, like it's unbelievable.
100%. Bro, also the conditioning coach, you can schedule every day strength conditioning. Then, like, you can make a good schedule, you know. The only problem with Vegas is like me, I don't live there, so I need to bring my own guys to Vegas and whatever. But Extreme Couture is good for sparring. Like, you can go, I think, Tuesday and Thursday is sparring session. And many buddies, you have like many guys from over the world. You have some good sparring guys. You can do strength conditioning at the PI. But I prefer more like if you have your own team, like family, you know. Not That's why the next camp I'm gonna do again with Kings AMA with Rafael Cordero, and yeah, I like more familiar atmosphere, you know.
Yeah, and that makes sense. And you just want to bring the whole team out there, and so the whole team will get to utilize the PI as well with you, right? Preparing him.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you can bring whoever you need. You can bring in free drinks, like you have food, everything what you need there, snacks, protein, the protein bar, like you can mix your own like fresh shakes. It's great. It's amazing. Also, the vibe is nice. You know, you see many UFC guys there. You can talk about like each other's upcoming fights or whatever. It's a nice vibe there.
That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. They put that together. I remember watching. I think it was Forrest Griffin. He did the walkthrough of the PI when it first came out, and I saw that for the first time. I was like, wow, that's unbelievable. It's a huge resource for people.
You been to the PI or not yet?
No, I haven't been to the PI. I tried to schedule it last time, but I was preparing for a Contender Series fight. So there
Okay.
was an actual card going on that weekend. My fight was on Tuesday. I was like, oh, let me see if I could book a time for the PI, but it was all booked up. So I wish, man.
Soon in the future, bro.
Only got to see the Apex, but the Apex was really nice too.
Oh, Apex also amazing.
Yeah.
But you cannot compare it with the PI. In the PI, you have everything like the pool, hot and cold bathtub, and all this. The sauna. I think Apex doesn't have a sauna. They have the training place. Then they have the place where they do the fights. I think that's it, right? Like some offices.
Yeah, they have some offices. Yeah, it's that they have a whole training section. I don't believe they have a sauna, but they have, you know, obviously the locker rooms and the whole event center. Yeah.
Yeah. But they're doing a great job. Whoever complains about UFC, whatever, bro, they're doing an amazing job. In the end, it's your responsibility to deliver, to perform. Nobody's gonna, you know. Of course, it depends on you. If you fight exciting, UFC gonna pay you. UFC gonna take care. But some guys they complain, whatever, bro. You need to perform. Also, it's not like everything on the wish list.
Oh yeah. No, but yeah, no. UFC does a really good job on just putting things back into the sport of MMA in general. You know.
Yes, 100%. I agree.
All right, let me give you a quick update. Tisha walked first. She's ranked number 7. Dern walked second. She's ranked number 5. Tisha's in the ring. Dern is entering, and Bruce Buffer's in the shark suit.
Oh, I see in the comments some of the guys are placing bets using Mystic Bets. Who do you guys got? What do you guys pick? I know someone's got 10,000 MRI on Sterling.
On Sterling,
I'm on this fight right now. I'm taking Tisha.
On Tisha. Anyone got any bets on this fight here?
I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be neutral because honestly, I never watched a fight of both.
I'm gonna have to go with Uncle Chael. We're gonna have to go with Tisha on this.
You can't beat Mackenzie unless you have heart, because Mackenzie Dern, if it's a 15-minute fight, she will fight you for 15 minutes. She tries really hard, and I've never seen Tisha fade. I think Tisha can hold up. That's not a sophisticated analysis by me, but that is my analysis, and I think Tisha's going to beat her because she can outcondition her.
Sometimes you just have to keep it simple like that, you know?
Yep.
But guys, MRI, you guys put advertising at the Times Square. I was surprised to see that.
Oh yeah, massive billboards there. There was some even taxis in
Crazy.
Vegas. They're getting around everywhere. That's going to help with brand recognition
For sure. So what's the plan? What's next on the schedule to achieve with MRI? What's your guys' plan?
Well, that's a great question. So for the holders themselves, token staking will be going live soon, where you can take your tokens and stake them. So
what does it mean?
That is huge news.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What does it mean, token staking?
So what it means is you can take your tokens and put them in a staking. It's called a staking pool, where it helps add to liquidity. So it helps the project sustain a better price, I guess. Prevents volatility, so massive upswings and downswings. So it adds your tokens to a pool, and in exchange for adding them to that pool and helping liquidity, you actually get free tokens.
Oh, sick. Just by putting it in a pool, you get free tokens, so you earn money.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Passively. Man,
Nice.
this fight, these girls came out, they ain't messing around. There's some strikes.
Who's winning?
It's 40 seconds in the fight so far. So far, just a couple scrambles of Mackenzie trying to catch the clinch. Tisha's doing a good job on yanking her arms out. But yeah, it's just less than a minute right now in the round.
Staking also, just so you know, the better project is, the more it goes up. But staking traditionally would take about a year for a good project to have, and now we just found out that our MRI is almost there. We're at 8 weeks.
Yeah, that is crazy. It does. It typically comes way into the development, but that's going to be going live within a week to 2.
Wow.
Okay, so staking is next, and then what else can we expect from MRI in the future?
Then they're also going to be launching NFTs.
Bro, don't tell me about NFTs.
Yeah. Sorry, that's a sore subject.
I swear I delete my OpenSea app and my MetaMask after I got scammed.
You need to start a new wallet, man. That's bad
Bro,
vibes.
Man, I hate NFTs since this, bro.
Hey, you got to tell that story. I don't know what you're talking about. Now you got me curious. Let me tell you this. It's a bit of a cat fight. They're locked up against the fence. Torres has a body lock. She's on the inside. Dern's pushed up against the fence, but it doesn't look like Tisha's going to find a takedown here. It looks like they're going to stay clinched in this position. All right, what happened? What's the gossip here with you and an NFT?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
MRI, they sponsored me with the fight of the night against Bobby Green, and I took this Ethereum, and because my friend, he told me about NFTs, I don't know nothing about NFTs. He told me, bro, buy this NFT, is gonna go up. I say, okay. I bought this Atsuki like airdrop NFT. It was like 7.3 Ethereum. I bought it, and then on Twitter somebody tagged me. They say there's something like airdrop from Atsuki if you're a holder of this bean. And I clicked the link, and it connected with my MetaMask wallet, and it sold all my NFTs.
Oh, yeah. I could see where that would be a sensitive topic. Sure.
Bro, they took 7.5 Ethereum. This is crazy.
That hurts. I'm sorry for you, buddy.
I didn't know that it's
sick
possible
just hearing
to
it, bro.
steal
I'm
NFTs.
sorry.
I didn't know that it's possible to steal NFTs because I thought it's maybe like something secure, like I never expect by clicking a link, and put okay, they steal your NFTs.
Crazy.
Turkeys.
I don't know if you guys have been seeing, but Tisha's been landing some straight kicks to Mackenzie's thigh or knee. What are you guys' thoughts about straight kicks to the knee area?
The oblique kicks, it's a
Yeah, those
sensitive
oblique
topic,
kicks.
right?
Yeah.
Let's ask the big boss. What do you think about this kicks, Chael?
Well, so I mean, they're legal and they're super effective. So I mean, in that regard, all fair play. John Jones kind of taught us it. He had very bad intentions when he did it to Rampage. His intention was to stomp on his knee and hyperextend it. However, that was fair game. I think if you look a little bit closer, though, I think if they got banned, no fighter would complain. Surprising to some people, we don't actually want to hurt one another. We want to win a fight, but we're not actually setting out to do that. Now, you'll do whatever's within the rules, but in fairness, if they banned that, no fighter would complain. We'd say fine.
Yeah, it's true, but
I agree.
But look, you can break your knee with the kick, but also with the knee bar or heel hook, you can break your knee, and with the arm, you can break your arm. So the sport is crazy. Then you need to ban a lot of stuff. I know where you come from. One kick can damage your knee, but in the end, I think they should not ban it because like calf kicks also does a lot of damage, And it's in the end, it's a kick. It's not like something you throw somebody on the head. You can break his neck, like you can kill him. Of course, you can break his knee and take him out a year of the sport. But I think that's the risk we all take going into this cage.
Absolutely. So good end of the first round. Very active.
Yeah. Dern really did what we talked about, though. She kept pressure. I think she lost that round, but she was coming after her. That's a lot for most people to deal with. I just personally think Tisha can hold up for 2 more rounds. But Dern is doing what Dern does. She's coming out and getting in a fight.
For sure. But what concerns me is how out of breath she may look on that stool. And Tisha looks very calm on her stool. So I think that's one of the factors on why I had to pick for Tisha was the conditioning and just her takedown defense, which she's done a really good job on disengaging in those clinches.
Yeah, Dern does look a little gassed right now. Or a little shaken up or something. Some really good strikes though, by each. I mean, they came out like strong. It's one of my favorite things about the lighter weight classes is it just comes out quick, fast. There's a lot of strikes.
Yeah, it's true. I think the lighter weight class, they're more like skilled. Like, look at the flyweights, UFC flyweights, the male. Bro, they fight amazing. They are very highly skilled. Like, look at Askarov versus Kai Kara-France. Amazing fight. High skill, like amazing takedown defense by Kara-France. That was a great fight. But I think they're underappreciated, right? Because you don't see a lot of finishes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is underappreciated.
Oh, bad move by Mackenzie. Mackenzie's trying to pull guard, and Tisha's keeping her on her feet. She shouldn't it. Tisha should go right to the ground with her. Mackenzie's trying hard to pull guard. Now she's thinking standing guillotine. Tisha's keeping her head high, so it's not going to work. Now Mackenzie's transitioning, thinking Kimura.
She's got it locked.
Tisha's got to slam her into the ground here. I'm not sure why she's waiting. She can go with her. She can go with her on the ground.
Yeah, what is she doing?
She's just trying to keep that arm in. She's lost. She's probably never, ever been here, even in practice. This is a very weird position. She's probably seen it before and is trying to remember, what do I do?
Oh, wow, look at Mackenzie using her feet on the cage as leverage to kind of pull that shoulder back more. Oh,
Each millimeter that arm goes back, it gets weaker and weaker and weaker. Yes, Tisha needs to use the fence, drive it into it, and keep that straight. What a position. This is wild, guys. This is a wild position.
And it looks like she's finishing. Oh, holy crap.
Tisha's got to roll. She needs to roll somersault or she's going to be stuck here. She needs to do a full somersault. This is submission of the night if she pulls this off. This is crazy.
Oh, it looks like she let go of the Kimura grip.
Yeah, Dern, she really Gave a heck of a fight there. That was interesting. I've never seen that before.
Tremendous. She's out. Tisha's out. She's on top now. Dern's on bottom.
Dern looking to attack the legs right here, though.
Tisha's got a respect of Dern. She does not want to be here, and I disagree. I think she could posture up and start scoring. She's just somewhere got it in her head that she's not supposed to be here.
I seem to be stuck in this stacked position. Yeah, Tisha looks really concerned about that arm.
Well, just for hypothetical, let me ask you: if they spend 2 more minutes in this position, who wins the round? And I think we're all going to have to say Dern, because she forced the position and she's offering the threat. So Tisha really does. I mean, it's paramount that she get busy with those hands. 1 or 2 shots will change the outcome.
Yeah. Yeah, she needs to land a couple of strikes here. I mean, Dern, it's like she's just doing some very interesting things. Normally, in her position and how she was wrapped up, she would have been at a disadvantage, but she's kind of leveraging it to her advantage really well.
Guys, I'm gonna come back in like 30 minutes because I'm gonna go eat something. We have Ramadan and my clock is running.
Oh, enjoy. Get it, of course.
Thank you, brother. See you later,
Absolutely,
guys.
sir.
I will join you later. Bye.
Have a go, man.
That sounds great, my man.
So Dern looking for a knee bar or a toe hold here.
Well, it's deep. That knee's in the wrong place. I mean, Tisha has got to get moving. I'm not sure what Tisha's doing. Tisha is just showing absolute respect to the point of fear. She is not engaging this position at all.
No, she's not. She's kind of looks like she's just letting the rest of the round pass. And
not a single punch is going to take place, and Dern is going to win this round. That's very uncommon for the bottom person. Very uncommon. And she deserves it. That's a weird round. If somebody isn't watching this, I don't know how to explain what we just watched, guys. This was a wild round.
It was. But now Mackenzie's landing her own strikes now that she has top position.
Yeah.
No.
Well, she won the round anyway, but I mean, we're going into the third at 1 apiece, and now we know Tisha is afraid to go to the ground.
Man, the core strength that Dern had just to stay up on her like that's just crazy.
And it was very smart of her to use her feet up against the fence like that to kind of push off and create more of an angle in that Kimura. It was very smart.
Yeah, she definitely leveraged that. I like to see her help her up there. That's good sportsmanship. I like that.
Cool.
Let me go through some of the comments here. So Philip, Sheldon.
What do we got?
I'm just reading off some of the comments. Some of the marshals popping in the chat, saying what's up.
Oh yes.
All right, every fight round starts up standing, so we'll see if Mackenzie could force some grappling in here.
And Dern's coming out strong.
Dern will keep pressure on. She really does a good job with that.
Yeah, she's not gonna. Oh, there we go.
They're quiet.
This is the best fight I've watched all night.
Not what we were expecting, and it's all Mackenzie. Mackenzie made that fun. I wasn't expecting much from her, but she's made this fun.
Yeah, she has. Still a lot of time left here.
Yeah, Tisha's scoring some side kicks to the body, but I mean Dern's really putting that pressure on her and just keeping her up against the fence. Caught her with the left hook there.
Yeah, Tisha's scoring a little bit. I don't know. I'm kind of a fan of this pressure, though, and I always wonder what a judge looks for. Even when it's kind of close and even, and it is, but one person's coming for it. I mean, if both athletes were doing what Tisha's doing, you got two athletes running away from each other.
Yeah. Yeah, you see that little hook kick snuck in there as Mackenzie was coming in. Mackenzie's got a hold of the single, going for the trip. Oh, great!
Yeah, I always wonder what the judges do look for.
Was that an illegal kick? Did she kick it down to opponent? It's over. The ref let it go.
No, I thought she kicked her in the chest. That's what I thought I saw. But great urgency and reaction by Tisha. Didn't accept the position, just kick her off.
Well said.
I'll have to check a replay of that kick, though. I thought I saw in the chest, but
I think you're right. Nobody's saying that, but yeah, I think you're right. It was quick, though. You saw what I saw. You saw what was like, whoa. Tisha's still scoring. Tisha's doing good here. She needs to move for 2 more minutes, but she can pull it off with this pace.
Yeah, what do you think about Dern just being in center and just applying that pressure? She's not really scoring too many shots, but she is keeping the pressure on Tisha, keeping her on her heels.
And it's one of those things where if you have something work in a fight, go back to it. And so, of course, I'm talking about the second round with Dern pulling guard. I think that Dern needs to get back to that. Jump in there, pull guard, come back to the ground. Tisha was clearly intimidated. Even right now, most fighters will get on top, score some points. She does not want to be there.
It feels like this round is lasting forever.
That's right.
It's
50
it's
seconds.
so action-packed.
And it's close. And anything at this point, anything significant can really determine the fight. It's one of those fights where it's so. I mean, I think I got Tisha as of right now for this round, but like I said, anything significant from either or can really tip over the scale. What is this? Round 3, significant strikes. Yeah, Torres 27, Dern 12. Yeah. 10 seconds left in the fight.
I'm stunned that Dern hasn't gone for a double or even, jump back to that guard just because it works so well. All right, Tisha trying to finish with a takedown. I get the strategy there. Oh, backfired.
Reverse.
Guys, that backfire. She that's a takedown against her. I don't think it's enough, but it's enough if the judge wants to give it to Dern. They could. Yeah.
Oh, they're showing the replay of the that guard pull. Yeah, no, I would never tell anybody to pull guard in an MMA fight, but I guess unless you're Mackenzie Dern, there's
look how flexible she is. Yeah. I didn't realize that about her. I mean, she's just all over you like a snake.
Oh, I remember one of her fights from, I believe it was the LFA. She had that omoplata and rear naked choke at the same time. She is very, very flexible. Has a lot of tools in the toolbox. But yeah, I still believe Tisha pulled it off, even with that reversal at the end.
Hey, that was a good fight.
UFC.
Yeah, that was close.
What are the well, first of all, how many judges are there judging total? I've never really understood that part.
Per fight, there's 3.
Okay. And do they cycle through them like fight to fight, or is it the same judges for all of them?
No, they will cycle through. So the commission will usually assign closer to 7 judges for the entire night, but 4 will sit, 3 will go, and they kind of rotate bathroom breaks.
Okay.
And then you got to work your way up to like to get a title fight or a main event. That's supposed to be for your more designated judges.
Okay.
Oh, we got a split.
Oh wow. And McKenzie pulls it off. Spoiler if anybody was a couple seconds behind their stream.
I really don't agree with that. I can't call it a robbery, but that's not what I saw. It was 2 rounds to 1 for Tisha.
No.
For me.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that. I mean,
and I'm looking at the stats here too. I mean, Tisha had 65 to 39 for significant strikes. I mean, we had the 3 submission attempts by McKenzie, but as far as strikes and takedowns, they didn't even score McKenzie having that takedown. That reversal at the end was not considered a takedown, but by them. So, yeah.
That was wild, though. I know McKenzie's a very decorated grappler, but she really looked special in that second round. Just that flexibility. She's up top. She's on her feet with guard. She's looking for a knee bar, switched into an ankle lock. I mean, she really looked special on the ground there. Whether it worked or not, you could see the skill. Now,
yeah, I almost feel like
who's this guy in the background acting a fool? Is that her teammate or something?
You guys wiling out, man.
Well, they were showing him in the audience too. Like he was sitting in the front row going crazy. I was just wondering, is that a fellow? Should we know this guy?
I don't recognize him.
I think I hate him. Based on what I'm seeing right now, I think I hate him.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with you on that.
His great joy is bringing me down. He's too happy for me. I gotta know who he is. If it's like the husband or something, I'll rethink it. But I don't know who this is. It's like I don't buy it. I don't think he's excited as he's acting. I think he's pretending.
Yeah,
I believe this is the husband. Just won,
like, the Price is Right.
Yeah, this is the husband. Yeah.
Oh, it's all right. Well, then fair game.
Now we sound like douchebags.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. But now you get it. I mean, if she's the moneymaker and that just came home, you get it. He gets to stay at home a little longer. All right, that's unnecessary by me. That's unnecessary. I don't know anything about there. What am I saying?
Hey, maybe she even wins that for that standing grapple. Maybe she wins that crow bonus, crypto.com.
All right, comes Chimaev. The fight.
There's no doubt that is going to be talked about across many MMA outlets and channels. I mean, that was crazy, man. And the way she used the cage, and it was genius.
Oh, yeah, and especially the jiu-jitsu community. I mean, Mackenzie Dern has a lot of support just from the jiu-jitsu community in general. But, yeah, they're going to be sharing that. I mean, anyone that... Sorry, go ahead, Cairo.
Oh, I just have never seen anyone do that, like in the air. Normally, you would get slammed on your back. and you'd be on the ground, but she just somehow sustained it and prevented that from happening. It was insane.
Yeah, I believe Tisha was just scared of that Kimura attempt and for kind of fully engaging in the grappling. That's why she allowed herself to stay postured like that. Personally, I don't think that was the call, but when you're in the cage and things happen, and especially when you're not putting that in those positions in training, because how often are you going to find another Mackenzie Dern level of grappling in your gym?
That's right.
So.
Jumping guard on your feet, goes to a guillotine and transitions to a Kimura, comes on the ground and looks for a knee bar. I mean, that's special. That was a special sequence she did there. It was a real treat.
Yeah, that's a pretty badass combo. And like you said, Brandon, when are you going to train against that in a gym? It's probably never going to happen, you know? Yeah, you can see the look on Tisha's face. She's just wondering, like, okay, what do I do now? This is interesting.
Guys, who are we officially taking here? Are we all hype trainers? Are we all going Chimaev?
Actually, on Mystic Bets, I'm about to put my money on Burns because the odds are. I think they have him 5-1.
Oh heck yeah! You throwing out some little odds?
I can't count out Gilbert Burns by that much. Gilbert Burns, he's got all the tools, and this is really going to be a huge test for Chimaev in terms of, like, is this guy really legit in who we say he is? And especially in the grappling department, he's been mauling guys over, and Burns is someone that's really going to test the jiu-jitsu department. But yeah, let me place that bet.
And I've yet to use Mystic Bets. I need to get on there. Is it pretty simple to use?
Yeah, it's simple to use. You just deposit your MRI. You can connect your wallet right to it. You place your bet with the MRI in. And then you could just withdraw it right back to your account. So it's pretty simple to use, pretty quick, and I liked it. Last time I put a bet on there was Cara France, and yeah, as you can see, I won that bet.
How quick do they pay?
Love that.
The payout's probably 5 minutes, maybe it takes.
Okay.
Right
That's
into your
fast.
account.
That's immediate.
Yeah.
Sure.
Very, very fast. Yeah.
No bookie, no nothing. You just go straight to the website in crypto.
Yep.
I'm gonna see if I can get it rigged up here. I want to try it out tonight. It's interesting. You place a bet now, when the price is 10x more from now. That's interesting. When you place a bet in dollars, say for $1,000 and you win 3,000, that's in USD. That's always going to be 3,000. But when the price is 10x what it is now, or even hits $1, it's like that bet. If you keep those winnings in MRI, it's just crazy to think. That's one way crypto changes the game.
Sure.
Have you ever been much of a bettor, Uncle Chael?
I mean, no, not a ton. I used to enjoy going to Vegas. And my mom and I would play a lot of craps. She likes to watch more than so. I've spent plenty of time gambling, but not no, not that big. My father was a horseman, so we went to the racetrack a lot, if that counts. But I still wasn't a big player myself.
Yeah, I've guys, that's cool. He was a horseman.
I am on the hype. I am on the hype train. I do think Hosma is something special. I'm not sold on the idea that anybody can go kick Gilbert Burns' ass in 5 minutes. That's a stretch for me.
Yeah.
Is that what people are saying? They think it can happen?
Yes, that he's going to run over him, destroy him in the first round.
There's no way.
No, I don't think so either. Gilbert Burns.
Just gotta love some of these things people say.
I mean, the hype is real though. But like Chael said, you can't count Gilbert Burns out, especially you can't mull him over in 5 minutes. I mean, Burns' credentials is just on another level. But the hype for Chimaev is real. Like, he is the real deal. We'll just see, how far up this takes him against someone as game as Gilbert Burns, and this is going to be his true test. And they're walking out now, so we'll find out pretty shortly.
I just think anytime when you have people of this training and how much time they put in, their physical condition, when people think they're just going to get run over in the first round, it's very unlikely,
Look how hyped he is. He just ran from the locker room to the cage. He's got a big smile on his face. Chimaev is so happy to be in there.
25, I think.
He's home.
He's a guy.
Wow.
Some great facial hair tonight. Some great mustaches, great beards. You got to appreciate that.
Hey guys, I'm giving an alert. My phone's giving me the little 3%. If for some reason I disappear, don't think I got in a wreck or something. I'm at home and I'm safe.
Good to know.
And you guys heard what Dana said for the winner. Whoever wins this draws into Colby. Not a title fight.
Sorry.
Wait,
one more time, Chael?
So Dana made an announcement on the Pat McAfee show yesterday, and if I'm wrong, it was the day before, but he said the winner of this fight between Chimaev and Burns will draw into Colby Covington on a special, an ABC special. They'll main event on mainstream TV, not a title fight, which is another way of saying next week's winner between Luque and Belal Muhammad is the number one contenders match.
Wow.
Ah.
Yeah, they're setting up a lot of stuff with this division. I mean, right now there's a lot of activity going on, and a lot of people potentially coming for this belt.
Well, imagining Colby versus Chimaev is a very exciting proposition. Colby versus Gilbert. I like that Dana did. I don't know that I agree. I think whoever wins this should be the number one contender, but I do like that we have something special to look forward to, and it will be made tonight. That's rare.
Does ABC, is that a new thing, or I mean,
I believe they've done two in history. I can remember Calvin Cater versus Max Holloway, I believe, was number one. And they did another one. And I can't remember who main evented it, but it was supposed to be Paulo Costa. And he backed out. He thought it was too big for the current contract. That's all I just can't remember who. I think they've done two. That's my answer.
Okay. Yeah, I just nothing really came to mind. I mean, that's awesome though that more people are going to be watching. It's great for the sport.
Look at this visual. You guys watching that? Chimaev is sitting on the top of the cage waiting for him. Like top of the cage where guys go to celebrate after victory. He's sitting there right now watching his opponent walk out. It's powerful. That was great. That was great TV.
Mind games.
Yep.
My stream cut out here. I love technology when it works, but when it doesn't, it's annoying. Poor Nazarite. He couldn't even get the stream up. That's crazy. That I guess in some countries you can't stream it. I would have never thought that would have been a thing.
And he's in Germany tonight, right? That's where he was calling from? Is that what he said?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to get access to like a VPN or something.
That's so odd. Why would it be blocked in different countries?
Yeah, I don't know the details of like streaming services and how it works within different countries and such, but yeah, I guess no UFC pay-per-view in Germany.
I mean, that definitely needs to be expanded for the growth of the sport, the awareness, and you could be a fan and you can't even watch it in certain countries. That's kind of wild. Old Steve-O. The old tweet from Steve-O up there.
What'd he say? I missed it.
I did too. I just was trying to see it. Derek Brunson, y'all going to be surprised here, but I'm not.
Guys, I was sitting in a backstage for like 15 minutes. No, I'm not in Germany. I'm in Morocco, and I just found the channel on TV. I can watch it now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's not as fun when when everyone else is watching it and you're just having to hear about it. You like to be seeing it
Yes,
live.
but now let's see. What do you guys think? It's going to be tough.
I'm leaning to Maiev, but that's because the world has told me to. I do think it's a hard fight.
I'm siding with Burns
so
on this
too.
one.
But he could kick Gilbert Burns' ass.
But I think Hamza is much bigger than him, and his condition is very, very good. But Gilbert Burns have the experience, and he have this one shot. He even dropped Kamaru, and Kamaru has a very good chin. So let's see. Let's watch out for the overhand.
10-0. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, he's hyped up.
Yeah, I'm saying Burns, but still, when you look at Chimaev and you just see his energy, sometimes it just makes you want to side with going with him.
I'm gonna have to take him on this one. His energy, his belief, his excitement, man. He's happy.
I think Hamza's gonna win. Yes.
Yeah, that energy is you can feel it.
God, I do see what you're saying though. Chimaev does look meaningfully bigger. I mean, they both weighed in at 170. It almost sounds silly to say, but he looks a lot bigger. If we're just talking about how he looks.
Yeah, that is interesting when that happens and two guys weigh the same weight, but one just looks stronger and bigger. Mike Beltran here.
What a stud, man. That guy's led an interesting life. He was DEA.
What? He was DEA,
really?
DEA agent?
He was DEA, so he started making it in reffing, and he had to go sit down with the cartel. And he said,
way.
I've been hiding from you guys. It's been long enough. Are we good? And the cartel told him, you never arrested anybody that we didn't want arrested. And he said, I take you at your word. And he came out and quit hiding his face, said his real name, and been reffing for about 8 years now.
Bro, are you serious?
Yep.
This is crazy.
Wow.
Well, Hamza's
And wait
trying
more
to
to
take
that
him
story.
down.
I really fast version, but yes. All right, see, even now, I mean, Gilbert's making him work. That's still more effort than we've ever seen anybody else do, right? This is already worth my money.
Yeah. Yeah, I never thought Kamzat would just run. You're not just gonna run over Gilbert Burns. That's not gonna happen.
Jeez, he dragged it. He dragged it. Great.
As I say that, he drags him to the floor.
He dragged him. You generally would push to that technique. He pulled. That was interesting.
Wow, very good transitions here.
This is already great. I don't care what happens. We've already seen more out of Chimaev than anybody else made him show in 4 fights.
Chael, what minute are you in
Okay,
your stream?
90 seconds exactly. Burns was down, and Chimaev gave him a little space, and Beltran jumped in and said, "Get back up to your feet." Way faster stand-up than most, but here we are.
Fuck, I'm at 3 almost 3:30. I think you're a little bit ahead.
I'm at 313, 312, 311. And guys,
Oh.
you can't just enjoy this fight. You also have to be looking, okay, what would happen if that was Colby in there? For both guys, what would Colby be doing with Burns? What would Colby be doing with Chimaev? It's fun, man. I love that Dana added that wrinkle for us.
Yeah, that's badass. That so you said that's going to happen next weekend?
Oh shit, Knife kick.
No, so next weekend there's another big fight. Oh, Gilbert just drilled him real hard. There's a fight next week between Blahal Mohammed and Vincente Luque that I'm saying, because Dana's announced this fight is not a number one contenders fight, that's the same as saying that one is. So the winner of Blahal versus Luque will get a fight for the belt with Kamara, and the winner of this takes on Colby on ABC. Doesn't seem like apples to apples there. I'm just repeating the info.
Interesting.
Seems like one guy came out a little better on that deal than the other, but that's still the deal.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Burns is walking him down, guys. Notice Chimaev, he's not even breathing, but he's also not going for those takedowns. Hey, Gilbert Burns keeps this up for 12 minutes. He's going to win the fight.
It's a 3 rounds fight. I remember I talked it's 5 minutes, but 3 rounds, right?
Just 3, yep.
Oh, yeah. Man, I think you're a little bit ahead on your stream. I'm at 1:55 now.
All right, I'm 20 seconds. So I'll try to not ruin it for anybody.
Okay, please.
Hey, Gilbert Burns is 70 seconds away from winning this round, guys.
No, for sure.
If you can win a round, you can win a fight, right? Now, all of a sudden, you just need one more, and you got 2 shots to get it. This is great, guys. This is great stuff.
I didn't realize how big Chimaev is for. Oh, stiff. Was that a straight? Sorry, I'm ruining it for you.
No spoiler, please.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
You were a second ahead there. Yeah, it was a straight.
You guys really flipping the script. Everyone, thought he would just get run over, and that's not the case.
Chimaev's conditioning is on point, though. You got to give him that.
Yeah. I didn't realize, as I was saying, I didn't realize how big Chimaev is for this division. I mean, I know Burns is pretty hefty, but Chimaev looks lean and still much bigger.
Yeah, like he's got more muscle, he's just a little.
What do you guys think? Who has the first round?
Oh, that cut doesn't look good for the first round.
Chimaev won that round. That was a great round. That is not what the world expected. Hey, if I'm Colby Covington and this is all the info I have, those 5 minutes, I'm not crazy about fighting this guy for 25. And not because Colby can't deal with it. I'm just saying that's a hard night out. 15's enough, boys. Okay? I give you 15. 25, you're going to have to guarantee me a contendership.
Yeah, it was it was a jab with the right hand. Oh, the elbow is what split him.
But Gilbert Burns did amazing.
Amazing.
Now on ABC, how does that work? Is there a pretty hefty bonus payout, or what's like?
No, as a matter of fact, that's why Paulo Costa refused to do it. He said, wait a minute, this is a lot bigger platform. You got to change It's just a big opportunity for the guys. You're going to have a lot of eyeballs, is the theory. And some guys will see it as a great opportunity, and some go, oh my God, Gilbert Burns is coming at him.
What?
Some guys see that as a media opportunity, and some guys will say,
No spoiler, Chael.
didn't do it.
Fuck. Bro, I hate that you guys are ahead of me.
Just be like that sometimes.
Was that a takedown? It's count as a takedown or not? From Burns.
I think he did score 1 takedown and 1 knockdown in the first.
Who? No, I mean Burns' second round when he took him that's not scored as a takedown, right?
Oh, I don't believe so. I could be wrong here.
Oh.
This is a good fight.
Chimaev is coming at him. I think this is the most I think we've ever seen of Chimaev striking.
Yeah, he ain't playing tonight. It's just a smile on his face. It looks like he's like truly, he's in his happy place, you know?
Oh, did we lose Chael? No.
Yeah, I think he said his phone was maybe going to die or something.
Yeah.
Matt Barrett from the comments is saying fight of the night. I'm going to have to agree with him. This is great.
I know.
Yeah,
so,
it's a
so
great
far,
fight.
this is an amazing fight.
Oh, Burns, sick.
Yeah, this,
Oh,
this
shit.
This is grueling. They're getting into it.
Oh shit.
And we're halfway into the second round.
I bet the stadium is just erupting right now. The energy, man, in those arenas in fights like this, there's nothing like it.
Well, Hamza looks a little bit tired, man.
Oh, nice. Hold on, I'll wait 20 seconds. You'll see. You'll see.
To what? To what?
No, Burns hits that nice straight hook. You'll see.
Oh, nice. Crypto.com is asking Burns and Chimaev, vote for a fan of the bonus night.
Did they?
Bro, they're trying to keep up with Marshall, huh?
Yeah.
We're trying. We're it seems like we're a couple steps ahead.
So interesting thing about that. Crypto.com, $1 billion plus company, offering 60,000 to bonuses.
Yes, that's what I was thinking also, bro. You guys are coming with sick payments and multi-million or billion-dollar companies coming with. But at least, bro, see it as a compliment. You guys are steps ahead.
Not only that, Crypto.com is offering 60,000. I think what Cairo was getting to is how much is MRI offering for Friday the night?
70. I think 70.
70.
Right?
70. So there you go.
Yeah.
Gotta have that.
Oh man, this is a crazy fight, bro.
Yeah.
This is a crazy fight.
This is an insane fight, yeah.
I think second round goes to Burns. What do you think?
Yeah, I would agree.
I've been watching this round. I've been more watching it so as a fan rather than a judge. So I'm just enjoying the fight. I don't even know who has this round at this point. But these guys are going at it. Chimaev just waving them on.
I love to see that when they wave their opponent on. There's just something about it I like.
I think it's a show factor, you know. As a fighter, you need to be also a little bit of a showman.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did that
that's
kick land?
true.
Hold on.
Well, and the fans, oh man.
Guys, what second are you?
I just
ended. The round ended, yeah. But I was wondering if.
Oh, fuck!
What's
saw
that
the
all
kick,
about?
right?
Oh my God.
Right at
I'm
the
the
end
big...
there.
Bro, you guys are not reacting crazy. I'm the guy reacting crazy, yeah?
Let's try not to spoil it for you.
Thank you, brother. Sick fight, man.
I
Sick
know.
fight.
There
I
was
think second round together Burns.
yeah, I would agree.
I think the third round now everything counts. You see the coach of Chimaev, this guy who was screaming at him. His name is Andreas Michael. I was at All Star 7 years ago, 2015. No, actually 8 years ago, 2014. These guys are also amazing guys. A very good team. The team of Gustafsson.
Oh, really? You worked with him?
Yes. Yes, I worked with them, but at that time Chimaev was not there. This is 2014 when Gustafsson just lost to John Jones in the fight of the century. You remember this one?
Man, John
Oh, okay.
Jones.
Yeah.
What a legend.
And the jiu-jitsu coach of Hamza is also a very, very, very good coach. His name is Alan Finfu.
Oh, I love how they. That was the closest I've ever seen two fighters start off at a round. They were pretty much toe to toe as soon as the ref said begin on the third.
Yeah, they were. What happened at the end there? It looked like one of
Chimaev
them.
was mad on him. He punched him after the bell.
Yeah, he did.
I think because Burns hit him with some shots against the back of the head, it can happen, you know. But
Well,
I think he took
I
it.
think Burns attempted to kick him while he was grounded, so I don't know if it was because of
Also,
that.
yes,
Or,
you saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked to get a little emotional there at the end. Couple of cheap shots, maybe.
So you have each of them have one knockdown, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What minute are you guys?
I'm at 3:55.
Yeah. 3:45 left for me.
We're all
3:45.
staggered.
Yep.
Oh man, crazy! You are almost like more than 20 seconds ahead of me.
You got 10 seconds on me. This is good. Yeah, going back to what you were saying, Hawkbreast, on being a showman.
Yes.
Fans love that, you know, and it adds a fun component, you know.
100%, bro. It's not. It's of course it's about winning. You know, in this sport it's about winning, but I think also performing. You know, bring excitement.
Yeah, I mean it all goes into it, and that's what gets the fans behind you. Is that something that you guys? I mean, does it just kind of come naturally, or do you think about doing these things during the match? Or
I think it depends on each fighter because some guys they are restless. You know, even if they try hard to be exciting, it's difficult for them because naturally, like from their background, they are restless. You know, it's not like strikers, guys who have striking background, they are always going to be more exciting than restless. So, and there are some guys who would like to like show off, like Sean O'Malley, some guys. But I think you should be natural. Like you need to be like your own personality, not try to force things. If you're exciting, you're exciting. If you're not exciting, try your best. Just win the fight.
yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
For some people it's hard to keep in mind, especially during interviews and think media obligations. You know, we want to put in the hours and to work and train, but we also have to be sure we're prepared to do interviews, things like that. So to think of saying things that are entertaining, whereas other people, it comes off more naturally. So
yeah, that's true. I mean,
What do
one
you
of the
guys
things
think?
about
Brandon, what do you think the third round?
I think it's a war. I think Kamzat's pulling this one off, especially because he had especially that moment where Burns was covered up against the fence for a bit there. Yeah, I think he's just stalking him down, landing his shots. I say he's getting this round. Got 60 seconds left as well.
Love to see a nice little knockout right at the end of this, you know?
Hey, it's fighting and anything can happen, so you never know.
Yes, true. Everything can happen.
Man, they're
And
bloody.
Burns is throwing hard shots, so that's what he's looking to do. I think he knows he needs to finish this fight.
Yeah, he is throwing some hard shots, man. There he
Oh,
is.
Burns, a lot
They
of
are
power.
both. Yeah.
I find it crazy that like Gilbert Burns, he went up one weight class. He was performing better than lightweight. Like Dan Hooker, he knocked him out. He comes and fights Kamaru Usman. It's crazy. And Hooker, his last fight was featherweight, so this is almost 2 weight class separate.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, there's always a big degree of respect when a guy can do that, you know, and go up in weight classes and
Yeah, and
That was entertaining last 10 seconds there.
okay, don't spoil it, guys. Let me see. I'm at 7 seconds now. Oh,
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to get a
this
little
was
uglier.
a crazy fight, man.
Oh man, they have a bromance going on. They're loving on each other.
Yes,
I mean, after a fight like that, you know, they have to have so much respect for each other now. You know, you can't.
Well, this is always like this. Before the fight, you try to trash talk. After the fight, you hug each other. You know, this we don't hate each other. We try to kill each other, but in the end, after the fight, it's all love and respect.
Yeah, I do love that about the sport. It's just cool, you know.
For sure, and I think we are like maybe the only sport with this kind of respect against each other, because this is really like raw fighting. You know, like it cannot get harder than this. Man against man, and like just try to knock each other out or choke each other out, and then after this fight, you need to respect the competition. It's not like you don't say I play MMA. You know, you say you fight. Like soccer, basketball. You say you play this kind of sports, and to have respect with each other. I think it's a big thing after a fight.
Yeah, no, that's very true. It's really I wish there was another word to describe it than like sport, because it's not like you're just playing games. Like you are going at it. It's all on the line, and you can get pretty messed up.
Do we have the results already or not?
No, not yet. Yeah, they're walking now. But Nezra, have you had friendships with some of the guys that you fought afterwards?
Afterwards, not really friendship, but like Bobby Green and me, we hugged each other after the fight. You know, it's all about respect. And you know what's funny? His manager, he saw me at the MRI because of my broken foot, like 2 weeks before the fight. I guess what he was thinking, because maybe he thought, oh, this guy's injured, let me call Bobby Green. So that was funny. But after the fight, we hugged each other. He's a family man. He's doing it for the family, for his kids, and you gotta respect that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. You train with anybody that you fought before?
1 second.
I was saying, have you trained with anybody that you fought before?
Wait, Hamzat won, right?
Yeah.
Sick. After the fight, no, but before I trained with Mark Diakisi.
Okay.
Before I fought him, we both actually trained in Sweden, where Hamzat's training. We sparred each other, but both at that time not in the UFC. And 3 years later, we fought each other, but I've never trained with any of my other opponents.
Yeah, man. I saw Cairo. Did we get a comment from? Was that a comment for us? Was that from Arrow Hawaii?
Yeah, I saw a comment from Arrow Hawaii about just how amazing this fight was. I'm wondering where that comment came up at.
Yeah, was that for our feed here on the Marshall feed?
I think it is, because yeah. Dude, this show I think is going to become huge. I mean, this is the first one we've done But I foresee this really becoming a staple in MMA. And I mean, you look at some of the spaces that we have and some of the conversations that are had are incredible. So moving to YouTube for some of this content and doing these fight companions, I mean, it's epic, you know?
No, absolutely, and getting to interact with some of the marshals in the comments that are chatting it up here with us, you know, just to hang out. It's awesome. Watch the fights, just kicking back, relaxing. It's a good time.
Yeah, I love it. It's fun. You got Uncle Chael, pro fighters. Like it's a good mix, man.
Oh yeah, Chael Sonnen, he's the man. One of my favorite. I forgot to tell him. I forgot to tell him before he had to leave. One of my favorite pieces of content he's ever done was a promo for UFC 148, and you can look this up. It's UFC 148, The American Gangster, by Chael Sonnen. It's one of the best promos I've ever seen, and I try to watch it at
I'm here with
least
Gilbert Burns.
once a month.
Gilbert, first of all, hell of a fight.
Who did Hamza to call out?
You took a big chance. You were the number 2 ranked
I don't know. I don't
fighter
have
in
my
this division.
audio turned on
Hamza
for
was
the
unranked. You came in, you fought him, and went to war. Give us your thoughts on it. Surprise!
First of all glory to God, my Savior. But you know, Joe, I don't care. I come here to fight. I go against the odds. I don't.
Cut out for me. No, I was enjoying that.
But this was a very close fight, guys.
Yeah, it was, man.
Even on the stats, even on the statistics, like Gilbert Burns was ahead on total strikes and significant strikes.
Yeah, there were some great strikes from each party. How does that? I've always wondered. You know, these strikes and you have adrenaline in the moment and everything, but the next day, man, you gotta feel like shit. Like those are some hard hits.
Yeah, the next day is the worst. Is the worst part. During the fight, you have so much adrenaline running through you. Don't get me wrong, it hurts, but the next day is where you feel it. You know.
Bro, the next day, even the night after the fight is fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like,
especially if you broke your hand or foot or whatever, you cannot walk or you have issues with like your body, man. You face like a cut, stitches, blue eye or whatever. Like it's not that bad, but like broken bones after a fight or injury, rib or whatever, this is what really hurts.
Yeah. Especially while you're trying to carry your bags going to the airport back. You know, not.
Oh yes, I feel you, bro.
Yeah, you gotta fly. You got broken bones.
Everyone's looking at you weird. You're going down the hall, you know, in the airport. Everyone's looking at you weird because you got like a scar on your eye. You know, you got like an open cut.
Yeah.
You got to bring the sunglasses out, cover it up.
I mean, if they know who you are, that it's kind of badass. If they don't, they're just like, man, that guy got into a scrap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, injuries too, man. Broken bones. There's just like, and I mean, I'm not a professional athlete. I just work out because it makes me feel good and I like it. But there's something like a little depressing about an injury, you know, because you just can't like get in the gym and it's going to be like 4 or 5 weeks before you can.
But bro, as a professional fighter, this is part of the game, and you need to handle it also a professional way. For example, I had the hand surgery after my last fight, 2 days after, and I was walking around like I was doing everything except my left hand. This upcoming week, I have my right hand surgery, and I'm gonna try to work around that. So I'm gonna use my left or kick, running, whatever. Just try to work around that injury until it heals, you know. So it's part of the game. 100%. Don't get me wrong. It's very depressing, but it depends how you handle the situation. You know, you can cry in your room and do nothing and just get out of shape, or you can try to still continue to work around that injury.
Man, I love that. I mean, what you just said there and that mindset. It's like, so you're actually, have you still been training a lot? Just
Oh,
different.
100%, bro. 100. The last couple of weeks, like now, I'm almost like if you
We're
give
all
me a
still
call, I
coming
can
down
fight
the
in 3
field.
weeks.
We're all
Also,
still coming
make
down
weight.
the
Everything I try just to
These
stay in
fighter
shape
odds are provided
until I get a new fight. And every day, 1 to 2 times a day, I train. Even with my broken hand or injury, surgery, whatever, I try to work around. For example, I did a lot of sprints, conditioning, cardio the last couple of weeks. Now my doctor, he gave me green light to punch again. I'm gonna use my left hand, and my right hand gonna. And in the meantime, my right hand gonna recover. So you can work on everything, except if you have 2 broken legs, then you can do nothing. Even then you can you can train sitting, but there's always a way to continue training. Ja? Warte mal, ich bin hier gerade links. Eigentlich hat Gilbert Burns gewonnen, ne?
Ja, Bruder, zweite Runde hat ihn gehört.
Ja.
Das war eine Split Decision, Bruder, keine 29, 28. Hab ich bei dir angelockt, Bruder.
Ja, 100%.
Wir waren fertig.
Digga, ich guck noch 2 Kämpfe.
Achso, kennst du, welches Programm ist das?
15.
15?
Ja. Okay.
You know, I guess in some regards, like you said, just focusing on cardio and sprints, like it might even give some advantages where you're focusing on certain components, and that you normally
100%. 100%. Like, for example, the next couple of weeks I'm gonna work only on my left hand, so of course it's gonna get sharper than before. So every injury has something good and something bad.
Man, I love the way you put that. That is so true. That's the side people don't think about. But yeah, because I mean, who knows? Like that could honestly lead to a breakthrough for you in developing, your other hand or something.
Yes, and for sure, this sport, bro, is crazy. You get injured a lot, especially if you have you're a striker mostly, and you really like punch this guy couple of 100 times every fight. Of course, with the small 4-ounce gloves, you get injured, so you need to be mentally prepared for getting injured and then recover.
Yeah, I guess it does come with the territory, and it's probably pretty common.
Yes, it is. Everybody's injured. Like all these fighters you see on the card today, everybody have like couple injuries or small injuries or bruises, whatever. Nobody's going into a fight 100% fresh and no injury. It's impossible.
Yeah, I learned that after time from time. It's like, oh, there's no fight you're going to be at 100%. There's always going to be something going on, and it's how you deal with it and how you work around it. Like he was saying, yeah, you could sit at home and cry about it, or you could find a way to work around it and get better.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do to prepare for the night, and these
True.
guys, they. It's injuries are going to pop up. They're going to take their precautions to make sure they can still show up. But yeah.
But UFC, they have very good injury insurance. Like for example, they send you to the best doctor, surgery, whatever. They take care of everything. So they are very professional in that aspect.
That's good. And like we were talking about earlier, is fighters have access to the UFC PI. So if they have something leading up to a fight, they could address it to their physical therapist or whoever attends there, and they could find easier ways to work around their injury. Oh, this movement is hurting your injury. Okay, now we just have to make a slight adjustment. So
exactly. For example, you have a surgery, the UFC PI, they recommend your doctor. You go there, you get surgery, you come back, and then they're gonna make a rehab protocol, a plan for you, and then they're gonna get you ready again. And this is amazing. The UFC PI, bro, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. All right, we got Peter Yan walking out.
What does CPI stand for?
Oh, so
PI?
the UFC Performance Institute.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I believe they have 2 locations now, but the first one, I don't know, I think it's like a 2.2, I could be wrong, $2.2 million. Actually, let me Google this.
No, I think more, bro. I think more, something like 6 million, but They opened one in China, and
Yes.
it's like 5 times bigger than the one in Vegas, and they are planning one in Mexico City.
Oh, we're both wrong. 12 million. 12. Yeah.
12
12.
million. Sorry,
$12
yeah,
million
that's crazy.
facility.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's in Vegas. And yeah, it's a resource that everyone in the UFC, all the fighters, they could use.
Yes.
I mean, they do a great breakdown. There's a bunch of videos on it, but from what I heard, I've never been there myself, but from what I heard, it's like a fighter's dream. You know, you get to
Bro,
have
it's
every.
unbelievable. It's
Yeah.
really, it's great. The facility is the highest level, and the people amazing. It's so clean. Like everything is amazing about there, man. Like it's a fighter's dream. Like you
No.
go there and you want to live inside there. You know, it's great. You even have a room where you can play like table tennis, or you have a like one room where you can play PS5 or Xbox, and then have a nap between training sessions. Like it's great.
That's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. So it allows you to relax and decompress and
Yes. They have like cryo sauna. They have a laser bed. They have a cold bathtub, hot bathtub. They have underwater treadmill sauna. They have so much, man. It's crazy. They
Yeah.
have even the machines where they can check like your VO2 max, strength, whatever, and they can analyze your weaknesses and your strengths, and then like it's crazy. It's like the highest level of science.
Yeah. And that's just the recovery end of it. They have it's a full gym. There's like
Yes,
weighted floors to measure how much weight you're setting in one side versus the other. You know,
exactly.
obviously
Yes.
they have a full size cage with cameras that you can go
Actually, they
back
have
and
two
review.
cage now. They have one cage the size of the Apex, it's new, and one of the like the pay-per-view size, like this one. And like you say, they have the camera. Like after a training session, you can ask for the footage, and then you can analyze your sparring.
Yeah, it's just it's an amazing resource that the UFC has done for the fighters. So that's that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yes, I think Marshall Inyo should do something for fans, like or MRI holders. They should do something like going into the one of what the UFC guy, show them the place or whatever. I think that would be a great thing for the like a giveaway or something. What do you guys think?
Well, I know they've done giveaways to we've done giveaways to the actual UFC events. I don't know if we've done one for this event, but I know for the
This would be
last
sick because most of the MRI holders are UFC or MMA fans, and if they get the
Yeah.
opportunities to see this place from inside, I think it will make a lot of people happy.
I know we have a couple guys from the MRI crew out in the crowd right now. I don't know, Cairo. Do you know if we have any updates on anybody from the team that's attending
I
there
think
physically?
I think they sent like around 20 people there actually.
Oh wow.
No, and you're absolutely right. I actually went to my first fight last UFC event, and man, it just, dude, it got me hooked. And I mean, I would
Yeah.
watch the pay-per-views, but after just, it's different, man. Being there live and feeling that
Yes.
energy, watching it in person, it's like, holy shit, man. This is intense, you know?
Yeah, the energy is completely different. I love hearing everyone's first experience going to an MMA fight because it's just until you're actually there in person and you hear that contact, it just and the energy from the crowd is a whole nother level as well. Yeah, it's just a very unique experience, and it was awesome that for those last fights, Marshall was able to give one of the holders an opportunity to come out, and I believe that was Jake's first time out to a UFC fight. So yeah, I can't wait to hear more future news on Marshall on our team for giveaways for events or who else knows what's coming up next.
Yeah, and I know too, one of the utilities that's planned is to actually have like a pre-fight party and just kind of meet up and hang out, and then have like post-fight parties. Um, we'll throw it down, and that'll be
Yes,
like
for
a
sure.
exclusive benefit, but it'll be fun, and hopefully get a couple fighters there. But just a time to hang out, but also like go out, have some fun, especially if you're in Vegas. You know, go grab a couple drinks, hang out, get to know the community, get to know other people, and that's
Yes,
just
bro, I agree.
it's
Yeah.
fun.
You know, I'm excited for what the future holds for MRI and its community members, because we have the strongest community I've ever seen for a token, by far. So, I mean, what you guys are doing for the community to give back is just, you know, I'm sure they greatly appreciate it. All right, it
Oh
looks
man,
like we have both fighters in the cage, and I saw Sterling went for the glove touch as he was doing his round around the cage, and Peter said no.
really?
Yeah, no, I don't think we're gonna see a glove touch today.
But they are very emotional because, of course, he lost his title for illegal shot.
Yeah.
His fault, but still. But let's see now.
Who do you guys got here?
Man, I think Peter Yan.
I say Peter Yan. I mean, I know everyone remembers, obviously, the illegal shot to the head, the knee. That kind of took the stage for everything about this fight, but I don't think a lot of people remember that this fight was a really good fight. Before that knee happened, it was very entertaining, a very active fight. I had Peter winning all 5 rounds, and he put on a great display of martial arts, but it was still such an exciting fight. Awesome things from both guys. So I don't think you could take um, Sterling completely out, because he does look like freakishly more in shape than he did for this last one. He looks in really good shape. So we'll see what kind of changes he's made leading up to this rematch. I mean, who knows? He might surprise us all and pull off the upset and remain the champion. But from that first fight, I'm going to take Peter just because he outclassed him, in my opinion. But yeah, what are you guys thinking?
I think Peter Yan because he's just so well rounded. But let's see, man. The sport is unpredictable.
Yeah, that's one thing I hate. I hate when people, and not that I hate when people do this, but I hate having to give an answer when people ask me for my prediction for certain fights, because it's like, wow, like even if one fighter is maybe technically more skilled, there's just so many variations to consider when it
Yes.
comes to a fight, and there's always a puncher's chance. So
It's not,
it's
bro. The crazy thing about MMA is not only always the better fighter winning. This is the crazy thing, because
yeah.
sometimes it's also like how you feel during the fight. We don't know the circumstances. We don't know nothing about the guys, what they went through, how they feel mentally, how they slept the night before, whatever, and this all affects the fight.
Yeah, there's just
Yeah,
so many
that's true.
variables.
Your mental state, all these things.
All these things, yes.
Man,
So to give a prediction is very difficult, especially at this level. These guys are this is the highest level of the sport.
Yeah, and it's truly a game of inches. One mistake can cost you the entire fight, and
Yes,
it did for Peter. It did for Peter last time. So
yes.
I gotta say though, I mean I agree. Funkmaster, man, he is totally jacked, dude. Like he's looking strong.
yeah, both guys are coming in looking in great shape. Um, but Sterling for sure, an improvement big time from the last time they stepped in there.
Oh
Moving
yeah.
around, Peter putting pressure, kind of.
Sterling looks bigger than him.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
does.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he put on some more muscle for sure.
Yes, but what I like about Peter Yan's striking, his guard is very like he have a very good guard, very good stalking. He's doing a lot of pressure, and this makes him feel a little bit nervous how he's moving everything. It drains the if you get pressured, it drains it drains you a lot.
Yeah, and Aljo is moving a lot. He is doing a lot of moving. He's switching stances. He's going side to side, and that's it doesn't take much, but it's at the end of the day sucking energy, moving around side to side, moving around like that. So
True.
And Jan is just he's owning that center of the ring, He's locking it down. How
Aljo,
does that work with I'll normally see one guy kind of maintains the center, and then the other guy will kind of go up against the cage or kind of back off. Is that is that just like a mind game to try to get the other guy up against?
No, you try to put pressure on him. For example, a lot of wrestlers, they try to put the guy on the back and then against the fence, because wrestling against the fence, maybe they're more effective or whatever. And of course, it's on the judges' scorecard, it's scoring as octagon control, you know. So to
Oh, I
push the
see.
fight, yes, push the fight, and like fight on the back foot is more difficult than fighting like forward, you know. So it's a big advantage to push the guy.
Yeah, if you cram them up against the fence, it doesn't give them as much room to back off and play defensively as much. So, there's many strategies to people wanting to, cut off the corners and pressure somebody up against the fence. But so far, that's what Jan's doing. And not many strikes have been thrown, but right now, in the judge's eyes, he looks like the aggressor. So that's why
No, he definitely does.
That's why
Yes,
octagon
yes.
controls is important in the sport.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, because if Jan has to back up, he has the whole space. If Sterling has to back up, he's up against the cage.
Same thing with a takedown. Now, if someone shoots on you and now you got the fence behind you, you can't perform a full sprawl. So now you have to work a completely separate, version of wrestling where you're defending side to side and you're not trying to get taken down against the fence now. So it definitely it changes things up.
I see. Oh man, Jan.
And these guys aren't throwing too much, but some of the shots they are throwing are coming in hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Jan just threw a couple that could have honestly ended things if they caught Sterling's jaw there.
And
was
that's what
close.
we were saying earlier. It's a game of inches,
Yeah, yeah. Sterling had a little bit of a risky moment there.
What's your name? Cairo?
Yeah, Cairo.
Cairo. Cairo, where you guys are coming from, like Marshall, where's originally starting?
Well, it doesn't actually have like a country of origination.
Okay.
The team is a couple of devs all around the world, actually.
Really? But how you guys got the idea to found that crypto supporting MMA fighters or fighters in general?
So the idea was birthed just from honestly MMA fans, and there wasn't a coin that really tailored to MMA. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of different coins and things, and a lot of them are based around dogs, and they might do some cool stuff or donate some money here and there, but none of these meme coins really had like a purpose.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they wanted to bring purpose to it, but interestingly enough, and I think it kind of helped its success spread, by far and wide, crypto fanatics' favorite sport is MMA. Like, crypto people love MMA, and it's funny because these big crypto accounts, you'll see, promoting and marketing all sorts of different coins. When there is a fight night, it's like you don't see promotion of any coins. Everyone's just talking about the fights and their picks. And oh my gosh, did you see that hit? So I think they just thought, hey man, this is a cool opportunity to make a difference, help the fighters, hook them up, try to give them some more bonuses and stuff, and just get involved in the space. And then it kind of just evolved into this like full blown movement. It's crazy to see how.
Bro, I think it's gonna blow up even more. This is just the beginning, because you 8 weeks and like you made crazy noise in the whole MMA, like even in general, like fighting, like you made so much noise in 8 weeks, like Times Square advertisement, everything. Like I need to give you props, guys. You're doing an amazing job.
So thank you, sir. It's and there's I would honestly say there's about course, there's the core team and the devs and the creators, but overall, there's about 35 people working on this 40 plus hours a week. And
Wow, 35 people. So the team is big, huh?
yeah, it's because you have like the mods and the Telegram. They actually do a lot of work and
The what?
write articles and they're moderating the chat in the Marshall Enu Telegram, but they do a lot of the work.
Telegram. I don't have Telegram. Maybe I should do Telegram.
Oh, brother, you should get it and pop
Yeah,
in
for sure.
The community would go insane if you popped in there and just said, "Hey, what's up?" We always love
Yes, for
it.
sure.
Sometimes some of
100%.
the
I'm gonna
fighters,
do it.
They'll come in. And, all right. Yeah, sorry to cut you off, guys, but two crazy things just happened. One, Aljo's got a body triangle on Peter Yan right now. And two,
yes, he does.
Cairo, do you want to introduce our special guest that just hopped on?
I'm not able to. Something's wrong with my screen.
Oh shit! For almost 3.5 minutes, and with the body triangle, I have it now also on my screen.
I'm not able to see. Can you, Brandon?
One sec.
Whoa.
I'm switching tabs. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I had the fights up, and now my platform, my screen is not showing up right. I'm still connected, which is good.
Settings.
Was absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, sorry, I have the fights stuck on my screen right now.
I forgot to mention this, but I got Sterling. I just like the guy, man. I like his attitude.
Yeah, I like him too. He's also, I like him. I like his personality.
Yeah, he's very calm. He's very he's
He's
collected.
not cocky. He's humble. I like that about him. He's humble. He's hardworking.
I do too. You know, I mean, I love confidence. I don't like cockiness. There's a very distinct difference.
Yes, 100%.
Got Mr. Derek Brunson on in the house.
Oh, no way.
No?
Oh yeah, this is Derek Brunson. I was looking. I was asking myself, who's this guy?
But I think we have him muted. That's the issue.
Oh, welcome, man. That is awesome.
What's going on? How you guys doing?
Oh,
What's
there
up,
we go.
brother?
What's going on,
man? We're
Crazy
having a blast.
Are you seeing what's going on right now? I did not expect seeing Aljo on Peter's back just pounding away.
I'm not surprised, man. Definitely Aljo's definitely a sleeper in this fight. Dude has all the skills, most improved. So yeah, I'm definitely not surprised.
Also, jiu-jitsu is very, very good, right, Derek?
Yeah, for sure. He's one of those clingy guys. He get on your back. Really good jiu-jitsu.
When is your next fight, Derek?
I'm not sure. So just training right now, get my body back strong. Probably towards the end of the year, get back in there.
Who do you have in mind?
Who do I have in mind?
Yes.
I don't know. No thoughts really. It doesn't really matter. Just whoever's right there in the mix. You know, I'm ranked 4, so I want to stay in that position. You know, one or two fights away, or from getting our title shot. So.
Maybe the winner of Whittaker and Marvin, or the loser of Marvin and Whittaker.
Yeah, that's a possibility for sure. Is this round over?
No, 30 seconds left on my stream.
I got 5 seconds left on my stream, but yeah,
so
Aljo's
get to the next round.
Yeah, he makes
Bro,
it.
this was maybe a 10 and 8 round.
Yeah, that was not a good round for Jan. Aljo
Sterling
just
was
pounding.
I mean, dominated. 10 and 8 round for Sterling, maybe.
I don't know if he did enough damage for a 10-8, but yeah, close. Body triangle, good damage. I mean, good punches, good control.
And Sterling got up. He just threw his arms out, like real chill, real calm. He's like, "Hey, I'm good to go."
He have very good gas tank.
Yeah.
If he can keep up this for 25 minutes, I think he's gonna win.
Who you
If he
guys
can
give?
take-
What'd you say?
Who did y'all give the first round to?
I think
I-
first round maybe Jan
Peter.
because of his octagon control and his
Right.
pressure.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, they was just filling each other out pretty much first round, but yeah, definitely got to
Not
give.
yeah, not so much activity, but I feel based on the octagon control, maybe Jan.
Right. Yeah, there's no such thing as a draw in a round. Somebody got to win it, you know. So yeah.
Yes.
Jan looked a little. He looked a little rough there, in that break when he's sitting down.
Yes, true. But Eljo also now is motivated. He finished a strong round on top and everything. Of course, he's hyped now, and this I think affects a lot on the third round now, going into the third round.
Yeah, that's true. It's gotta depending on how you perform the round before, it's kind of gotta like shift your mood and your vibe, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Mm.
Kind of gives you
Nice.
leverage.
Aljo's really looking for that single. Peter's pressing him up against the fence here. He's on a knee.
Who has the watch party over here? Who's watch party?
This is, I think it's Cynthia.
I'm gonna come back in 2 minutes.
Goodbye. Okay, got you.
Yeah, they're throwing it down over there. I'm wondering why we didn't get an invite.
Aljo's got his back on with the bi triangle again.
Again?
Yeah.
Woo.
Sorry, I'm a bit ahead of you. I'm at 3:30 left on the round.
Yeah.
My bad. I've been spoiling.
No.
I gotta pause it and match it with everybody's time. I guess my stream is just loading up a little quicker.
You see, Sterling was he was laughing there.
Yeah, I think he's just confident that he probably secured himself this round if he can maintain this position. Oh, he's got that was nice. He tucked Jan's arm underneath him from that back position.
Oh
real
wow!
quick, and then tried to that was actually real smooth.
Put some pressure on his shoulder.
Looking like Sterling gonna take this one, huh?
Yeah.
Because he's definitely gonna rely on this grappling the fourth and fifth round, and he looked like he got the advantage there easy.
Oh yeah.
What? He got his back again?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was a replay of the second round, but this actually it's live.
Yeah, there's still a solid, 2.5 minutes left, so.
What you guys think in the Korean Zombie Volkov fight?
I think Volkanovski.
Volkanovski, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to count out Korean Zombie, but Volk's just looked way too good the past couple fights.
I know, man. But this fight right here, man, before the fight, you would have had Peter Yan.
True.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking before, Derek. We said this sport is so crazy, so unpredictable. Everything can happen, especially like how you feel on that day. Maybe even the better fighter, even if he's better, it doesn't mean he needs to win. So we never know. Maybe Zombie's gonna pull an upset. We never know, bro.
Well, as of right now, Aljo's proving he's got some better grappling than Peter Yan. He took his back twice so far, so.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, yeah.
I heard AJ Main has a very, very good back control from some guys training with him at Extreme.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump out of here. I gotta grab some food. Nice chatting with you guys.
Hey, thanks for popping by, man. Pleasure.
See you, bro. See you, bro. And only us two.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
Cairo.
Cairo,
you went sleeping or what?
Yeah.
What time you have? Where are you? In Canada?
I'm in actually in Ohio right now,
What
visiting
time
my
is it there?
parents. It's 12:34 at night.
Bro, where I'm in Morocco, it's 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, I
Oh
love
man.
it. That's
Bro,
commitment.
every time this the UFC pay-per-views, they smash my sleeping rhythm because the main event I watch it from Germany 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning is the main event always.
Wow.
It's funny you say that. When I went to chiropractic school, uh, a few of my buddies were from Norway, and they were really big into the World Cup. I mean, basically, I guess I say that because I'm from the States, and the World Cup is not big here, but everywhere else in the world, it's like huge, you know.
The
And
World Cup is not big in the US.
no, it's
No.
not, man. And and after learning about the culture and really appreciating the sport a lot more, it's shocking that it's not big here. Um,
Wow.
oh my gosh, like it's like the biggest deal, you know. It's to so many other countries, but
Bro, in Germany, soccer is crazy. MMA is not as big. Like MMA is, we don't even they don't even allow on free TV to show the UFC. You need to watch on the zone, on your app, on your phone or whatever. It's not allowed on free TV, like on the regular TV.
that's so wild.
I think Germany is the only country in Europe where they really like went into court and they try to really fight, not show the UFC on the TV.
Why is that? I wonder.
I don't know, man. It's crazy, bro. Because you see during daytime, you see naked women in advertising, you know, and then they don't show like UFC because it's too brutal for the kids, whatever. But you know what they show on TV during daytime for it's even worse than than our sport, you know.
Oh, that's insane, man.
It's crazy. That's why MMA is not so big in Germany. I think we right now we just have 5 UFC fighters coming from Germany.
Really?
Yes, compared to a couple hundreds in the US.
Man, this sport really is still in its infancy, isn't it? Like, I mean, it's just got so much room to grow, and
Yes, yes. What the UFC and Dana White and the Fertitas they did for the sport is crazy. 20 years or whatever, they built the sport to the fastest growing sport in the world.
oh my gosh, it's wild. I really foresee in the next decade, I think it's got to be joining the Olympics at some point in the next, I would say, 10 to 15 years.
Yes, 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 for sure.
I mean,
Especially every day you see it growing so much, like big sponsors getting on board or whatever, you know. And it's just like even regular people, not even like fighting fans, they watch UFC, they get addicted. Oh, I like the sport because it's so exciting, you know. Everything can happen in a fight. In boxing, for example, you have the better boxer almost every time win. There's no lucky punch, but in UFC, maybe the better striker, he gets on the ground, he gets submitted or whatever. So there's so much room for, like, it's unpredictable, and I think that's what the fans they really like about that sport.
yeah, I mean, it's true, and you have so many different components in MMA and guys with different backgrounds. That's the thing. Major wrestler goes up against a striker, you know, even like Covington versus Masvidal. It's like it's just such an interesting dynamic. It's so unpredictable, which is what makes it
Yes,
awesome.
100%.
Plus, even like the use of the cage, like that's huge in and of itself to be able to use that.
Yes, yes, true. But I think like the cage is it's protecting the athletes. Imagine now we would fight in a ring, bro. Like back in the days, I think in Pride or Japan, people falling out of the ring and they got injured. That's why
Oh, I'm
this cage is
sure.
protecting us for takedowns and whatever. Imagine you fight in a ring, you fall through the ropes,
Yeah.
fall on your head or something. It's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Not a fan. I've only fought in ropes like a handful of times, and I wasn't a fan. Cage is much more preferred. You can't
Yeah,
do any.
much more.
But we have Peters on top now in good position.
Yeah,
Sterling almost had his back, but Jan escaped out of the back door, got on top. He's in his guard now.
What do you think this round number 4? Maybe Jan?
Yeah, Jan. Yeah, I would say Jan. While you guys were talking, there was some great exchanges. Jan. Hold on, what else happened? There was. Jan had him on the ground earlier. I forgot what happened. He didn't take him down. I think he just sprawled. He sprawled on him, landed some shots, circled around, took his back. Yeah, Jan's put in some good work this round, and now he's it seems like he's ending it in top position. Let's see if he could land some ground and pound to really secure it. But he's doing a good job on just keeping top pressure on him, maintaining position.
Yeah, he's looking a little more dominant this round.
Oh, did land good right hand there. I gotta forget that I am 20 seconds ahead of you guys. So.
Yeah, when you said that, oh man, I just saw it. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was wild though. My buddies, I'd remember like to watch the different World Cup games and everything. They would be getting up at like 6 a.m. or they're staying up till 4:30 a.m. in the morning. We had
Yes.
class at like 8
And
a.m.
this same always happens to us Europeans watching the cards on primetime, US primetime.
Yeah, like it is kind of weird that it's so late. I mean, I figure like I don't know if they just started it like 3 or 4 hours before.
Yes. For example, I was once supposed to fight in Abu Dhabi, and this was crazy. Like 2000, McGregor versus Poirier, the first one.
Okay.
First one, yeah, first one. Second one second one. When Poirier knocked him out, I was supposed to fight in that card, but they pulled me. The UFC medical team they pulled me out of the fight on the weigh-in day because I had a staph infection, and this card was supposed to start like 4 a.m. So the fighters needed to be in the arena 4 a.m. and I think the main fight, like McGregor versus Poirier, was starting 8 a.m. Like imagine you 8 a.m. in the morning you need to fight. This was crazy. Because in Abu Dhabi it was supposed to be in primetime US, so they shifted the card to like to the morning,
Man, that's got to be kind of rough. Like 4
that was
a.m.
crazy.
Dude, that would be so weird. I mean, do the guys like will you travel there and try to adjust to the time zone for a little
Exactly, yeah.
while?
We traveled there like 2 weeks before. During daytime we were sleeping, at night like 9 p.m. we woke up, had like breakfast, then like waited, then we went for a training session. We need to train around fight time, to get the body adjusted. But bro, it was weird. It was horrible.
Oh, I'm sure it still like messes with you. Like I used to work night shifts sometimes in the hospital, and it's just not normal to be up.
Yeah. It's not natural for the body. Last round, what do you guys think?
And Jan kind of came out strong there. Nice.
Yeah,
nice
Aljo's looking for the takedown here up against the fence.
Ooh.
He's looking to pick that ankle. But so far, I mean, Jan's done a good job on defending some of the takedowns.
Yeah, yes.
He stuffs the head or he gets underneath the chin, Jackson back up. Like he just defended there successfully.
I feel like Sterling's going to pull this off. I just have a feeling inside of me.
It can happen because both...
I think it comes down to this round.
Yes, I think so too.
I'm trying to think. Jan, yeah, I would say Jan got the first and fourth, and Sterling definitely got the second and third.
I think so too. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, here he goes.
He's got a tight waist on him. Try to use the De La Hiva to kind of drag him down there, but.
And Jan is so good at defending against takedowns. It's crazy.
Yeah, very good takedown defense.
He is,
Oh my God.
and he's doing a good job. But right now we're about 3 minutes left in the fight, and he's not in a good position still. You know,
What position
No.
is he in? You're at 3 minute what?
I'm 3 minutes 5 seconds left in the round.
You're almost 25 seconds ahead. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Just-
But you can see that Sterling worked a lot on his wrestling and ground game compared to the previous fight. He couldn't take him down. He even went like Imanari road to like even I think he even pulled guard, but he had
yeah,
very tough time to take him down. But this fight he looks very good.
he did. Yeah, I remember in the first fight he was taking shots from very far out into space,
Exactly.
and
Yes. Yes.
now
Yes.
it seems like he's penetrating a lot closer, and he's setting up some of those shots instead of just shooting
Yes.
without any kind of setup.
And his
He's
gas tank. His gas tank. He looks like amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, Sterling looks like he could go another 5 rounds. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
like
he looks very good to shoot and get like shoot for nothing. And bro, it takes a lot of energy if you try to shoot and the guy's defending, and then like to continue, you need a good gas tank.
Yeah, I'd have to say that's probably one of the most tiring things you can do is
Yes,
attempt to take down, get stuffed. Now you got to come back up, grapple
I
with the
think
guy.
the only
It's
thing compared to this maybe is like scrambling, and the guy takes you
yeah,
down again and scramble.
yeah. It's just an explosive motion, and now all of your momentum gets stopped, and now you're gonna have to explode to get out of that front headlock position or whatever you end up in from there. But I mean, so far this round is looking pretty close. Unless I'm wrong and I'm watching the wrong fight, this is very competitive 5th round.
Yes, yes, true. But I think maybe Jan is a little bit ahead because he took his back almost the third position.
I can't tell you. I again, I'm a slightly ahead of you guys. So every second that passes by, something new happens and something changes. So I can't tell you. But yeah, so far I think Jan's getting this round. There's about a minute left, but Aljo knows he's got to do something, and it looks like he has the energy left to pull something out. So we'll see. But yeah, definitely props to Aljo. His conditioning looked very on point this fight.
Bro, why he gave his back so easy, man?
I don't know.
Yeah, especially with this short time left.
It's odd.
And he doesn't look too tired. Like,
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's got a short amount of time, and he doesn't look too tired. He needs to pull something out, and less than a minute left here.
Come
30
on.
seconds. Yeah.
you had 30 seconds?
Yeah, I'm at 20 seconds. What's he doing?
Yeah, I think Jan secured this fight.
I think so too, yeah. I think this last 1.5 or 1 minute in the 5th round gave it to Jan.
Yeah, for sure. What a different fight though from the first one. Aljo definitely he showed a lot of improvement.
Yeah, a lot of improvement.
I kind of wish I wish they would let him go one more round. I feel like one more round we would have had a clear winner.
Yeah, it's true.
Know?
But it's always like this. Yeah.
I can't imagine fighting for like 6 rounds. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter had some good action. He was rushing him with the hands a couple times that caught Aljo off guard. You'll see it a couple times in the replay here. Yeah, beautiful leg kick.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. Pretty nasty kick there.
What's the next pay-per-view? 275. Ah, it's in Singapore, right? No.
Oh, is
Who's
it?
in 270? No. What's the 274? Ah, we have April. Yeah, the next one is Gaethje.
That's Oliveira. Yeah, Oliveira and Gaethje. Yep.
Oh, that's gonna be a crazy fight.
Yeah, that is Phoenix.
I'm probably gonna go to that one.
Oh, nice. There we go.
Yeah.
You gonna try to
I
make it
wonder-
a regular occurrence to be a fight fan, come out to the fights live?
Oh, for sure. I was going to go to this, but I was in Florida for the past couple weeks, and I couldn't make it. That was just too
Well,
much.
look at the statistics, guys. The significant strikes are very close, and the ground control time is on Eljo, so looks very close the fight.
And by the stats, it's siding with Aljo, but
Yeah,
by round, how the fight is scored, I'm still gonna say Peter Yan.
yeah, I think so too.
So, what are all these judges like? I mean, obviously, you can't judge every sector of MMA and their jujitsu, like all these different things. They're just looking for certain metrics of? Do they have like a MMA metrics that they're judging by, or?
Yes, if you win the round, you get 10 points, and the loser gets 9. And if you're very dominant, you get like 10 and 8 round. But mostly it's about winning the round. Doesn't matter about punching, kicking, whatever. And if it comes very close, like everything gets counted, like more punches, whatever. But every round gets scored. Oh, Eljo won, sick.
Yes. Let's go.
Man, he deserved, bro. He deserved.
But does he? I don't know. I disagree. I thought Peter got 3 of those rounds.
No, I mean he deserved not by this fight. He deserved by his sacrifice. How the people they were making fun of him because how he won that title and whatever. And Peter Yan was a little bit cocky, I feel. So I like that the humble guy won.
I'm with you there. There was some cockiness. And I'm so happy to see him win there. Even on Spaces when he was talking about that, and you could hear the honesty in his voice. He's just like, "Hey, man." Like,
and he's representing MRI, so we need to be on his side.
Oh yeah, yeah. Most importantly, sorry guys. Yeah.
No, after I heard him speak though, seriously on that Spaces, I really I was like, man, I want that guy to win. It just felt like, he's talking like an everyday guy, and he's like, I don't know, we'll see what happens out there, and he wasn't like shit talking, he wasn't really anything.
Yes, true.
All right, we got next. Next is the main event, right?
Oh, yep. Now it's gonna get interesting.
Oh wow, Vulcan, yeah.
I will say though, that fight, like, it's tough to see those. I'll say they're kind of like uneventful endings. It's just from watching it as a spectator. It's not a ton of strikes, and those fights aren't quite as exciting where you got like the one before it, both guys like super bloody and just going at it.
Yes, true. But for an MMA fan also to see some like grappling action, takedown, scramble, whatever, it's also nice to see. But of course, I think everybody is preferring a bloody and striking battle more. TJ Dillashaw, what you guys think? He's gonna get the title shot next, right?
I didn't have my audio up, but is that what was going on? They panned the camera over, and I think Aljo. I don't know if Aljo was calling him out or what was going on there, but I see
my
that.
My volume is too low. I didn't hear him.
Yeah, I see that potentially happening. I honestly think Aljo will take TJ.
Yes, I love TJ Dillashaw's style. I love his style, man.
Me too, but I think Aljo's wrestling is gonna negate TJ's, and I mean we'll see with the striking if Aljo could handle TJ's movement and his style of striking, because it's very different.
But especially with TJ kicking so much, it exposes them for the takedowns. So maybe I'm just gonna have a easier time to take him down than Peter Yan, because Peter Yan, he fights like very low, his hip is very low, mostly boxing and going forward. It's hard to take him down, and he even took him down like 2 times. But
yeah, I think Aljo could take down TJ and pull it off.
Yeah, I think so too. But this fight was impressive. He looked very good.
He did, very very much improved.
Split decision. But what do you think about the Chimaev fight, man? That fight was
Oh
very
man,
close.
That
That
was
should have been a split decision.
a fun fight to watch.
yeah, it really should
That
have been. I'm
so
It
shocked.
was
far,
no, it
do we?
was not a unanimous, bro. Even the third round, Gilbert Burns, he looked amazing.
Yeah, that and the two women fighting. I that was a hell of a fight too. I loved watching that.
Mackenzie Dern, I haven't watched that fight because at that time I didn't have my TV on. But who won,
Oh,
Mackenzie or
Dern did. Yep.
Dern? Okay,
Yeah, it was man, they a lot of great strikes. Well, they're small and light, you know, so it's just quick. They're all over the place. Some really weird grappling actually went down like in the air. It was very interesting. Even
Yeah,
Chael was
Mackenzie jumped guard and went for a standing Kimura while she had her in guard.
sick.
Yeah.
yeah, it was nasty, man. It's creative.
Teixeira versus Yiris the next, no, in Singapore in June. Man, that's gonna also be a crazy fight.
Oh yeah.
The light heavyweight.
I have so much respect for Glover Teixeira.
Oh, so much, bro. Crazy. He had so many ups and downs in his career, but finally he became champion.
Yeah, at the age of he's 42 years old right now. Yeah.
42? I talk 44, but bro's old 42.
42 years old, UFC world champion. That's
badass.
That's a role model for everybody. Inspiration.
Yeah, because a lot of people ask, "Oh, I'm this age. I'm 20 years old. 22, 24. Is it too late?" It's like, no. There's, I forgot someone kept me telling me a story of Cain Velasquez. He got into it pretty late into his career, I believe, and
True.
became a champion very shortly. There's a couple stories of guys that got into the sport later and then still found their way, still worked hard, past the guys that were more experienced than them, and made it far.
True. That's, yeah. I think that's an inspiration for everybody who wants to start very late.
Yeah, absolutely. That's right. How long have you been into the sport? Into
For
combat?
12 years.
12
years. I started when I was 14.
Wow. Okay. What'd you start with?
I started straight with MMA, but mostly
Okay.
I was doing like 2 times a week MMA and 5 or 6 times a week Dutch style kickboxing.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, my coach he brought like Dutch style kickboxing from Holland to Germany, and bro, Dutch style kickboxing, in my opinion, is the best base for striking MMA.
Yeah, man. No, it's no joke. A lot of great striking comes from out of there. What?
Yes, like,
What?
look at Henry Hooft or Dwayne Bang, like TJ Dillashaw's coach, or Henry Hooft, Sanford MMA. They're all coming from the Netherlands.
Okay.
Even Bas Rutten, back in the days, Bas Rutten, he's from Holland, Netherlands.
Yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of good striking out of there.
Yeah, a lot of good striking.
What inspired you to start training at 14?
What?
I said, what inspired you to start training at that age?
Oh, bro, I was very overweight. I was like 200 pounds, and I was very, very fat. And my parents, they were worried about this, so they sent me to the kickboxing class. And then I saw the AMA guys, and then I was inspired to start AMA just to lose weight. And then I lost like 40 pounds in a couple months, and then I just fell in love.
Oh wow, yeah, man, that's awesome.
What about you?
Yeah, I've been at it for about 14 years. I started off, I did like karate when I was 10. Then did like Japanese jiu-jitsu, Shintayoshin jiu-jitsu. Did a little bit of judo. Went into Muay Thai. Did boxing, and then eventually a couple years down the road, I just wanted to compete and put it all together. Did my first amateur event at 15.
Nice. Where are you training?
I train out of Tampa, Florida. Small.
Which gym?
It's a small team. We're called Def 4. So we just have like small amount of guys, like 8 guys, and yeah, man.
Really, this is a small team. You never try to go like maybe Henry Hooft or whatever. I think they're also in Florida, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, no. I've actually, so a while ago I went over and I cross trained with some of the guys with back when it was the Black Zillions when
Okay.
Henry Hooft was over there. But no, I believe in my team and I believe in my coaches, and I
Yes.
I want to make
Oh,
it
this is the
like.
most important thing, to be loyal. But bro, in my opinion, like even GSP, he's like he not that you need to jump to every team and make like trampoline, go to everybody and don't be loyal. Always be loyal to your first coaches, but you need to evolve. And every coach, every big team, they have like things you can learn from them and take away. So
Oh,
and put it
absolutely.
all
I'm
together.
not. I'm never opposed to cross training or learning from different people. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Yeah. But to be fair, there's been instances like Straight Blast Gym. I don't think they were a very big gym before, like Connor and things like that. So
yeah.
there's instances where you can make it work.
Oh, for
Um,
sure. It doesn't mean that the biggest team was always the best. It's not. No, all those famous teams, they became famous because they brought champions out of their gym. It
absolutely.
doesn't mean like, for example, look at King's AMA. You go into the gym, you go into the pro class, you have like 20 people, just 20 people, like small gym, small team, but they have some of the best fighters in the world
Yeah.
because like it's very familiar and they are loyal and everything. Also TriStar, they brought out legends from a small team. Like GSP Firas Fahabi, for example, he was a training partner of GSP, and then he asked him, "Hey Firas, can you coach me?" And then he became his coach, and like everything fall into place. And some guys, they think that the biggest team or the most famous team is the best team. It's not like that. So I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the gym can be made from the athletes in it and kind
Yes,
of
for
gain that
sure.
recognition.
And
Uh,
and everybody, like for example, you need to look on your strengths. For example, you have very good wrestler, you should go to a team where like people are more focused on like wrestling or wrestling based plan, game plan. And everybody, like, it's not like one gym where suits to everyone, so it
Yeah.
depends on your fighting style and all your habits and whatever. You can find your the best place to train.
Yeah, and the kind of connection that you can develop between your coaches, your teammates,
Yes, that's the most
all of
important.
that's important too. So there's a lot of.
Yes, oh, so important to trust in your coaches, the the relationship, like you say, backstage, because not just training and fighting, it's also like you said, you need to build the connection, like a brother and the coach.
You got to think that your coaches, your corner, you're trusting those guys with your life basically when you're in that cage. Their instructions are guiding you to for your health and your safety. So
Yeah.
you gotta trust those the people that are going to be giving you advice in that corner and training you leading up to these fights because it's not like you're just training for any regular athletic event. Your health is at risk, so the people that you're entrusting yourself and your health into is very important.
Oh, 100%, man, I agree.
you
That's
know,
true.
it's awesome to actually hear about the UFC Institute because me and one of my buddies, he's been training BJJ his whole life, real big into BJJ, knows a lot of the community, actually knows the Gracies. We are probably going to open a Gracie gym in St. Petersburg. And my
Oh,
And
nice.
back.
Russia,
Oh, no, in Florida.
St. Pete, where?
It's
Uh,
Florida.
it's,
There's a town, St. Petersburg, in Florida, in the United States.
yeah, it's by
Same,
Tampa.
because St. Petersburg is also in Russia.
Russia, yeah.
Yeah, that's the OG St. Pete. I think they might have taken the name from them. Um,
Ah,
but my background is in chiropractic. I am
nice.
now, yeah, I love it. I love holistic health and um, like stem cell regenerative medicine. I'm really big into like the
What do you
bio.
think about stem cells?
Oh man, it is so powerful.
Really?
In Oh my gosh. And I mean, it has so many applications from helping reverse autoimmune disease, all kinds of things. But from a standpoint of for example, if I was a fighter and I broke a bone, or especially if I sprained a ligament, a sprain is where it can really help to get some PRP, platelet rich plasma, and stem cells injected. It's going to heal 4 times as fast.
You think PRP and stem cells are the same or similar?
Yeah, it's so stem cell is like the ultimate. PRP is really good at combating inflammation and just helping boost healing. Stem cells are actually like the raw materials and the raw cells that your body needs to create new cells. If you
Because
combine
I was using a PRP on my broken hand before, like 1-2 years ago. Man, it didn't help.
Yeah, so in that case, like a broken bone, if I was a practitioner, I would have recommended stem cell with a dose of PRP. You want to actually use both for fractures because your body's going to have to lay down new bones. So stem cells, they can become any type of tissue, whether it's like a ligament, bone, muscle. So they're going to transform and they're going to actually give the healing abilities. Also depends on where you get them from. You can get stem cells from a donor or you can get them from your own body. And if you're under the age, if you're under the age of 35, you can take them from your bone marrow. And that's the best stem cells you can get in the world. And you're using your body's own cells. So
Yeah, I heard the best stem cells in the world, they use it in Colombia.
Yes. So what's awesome about down there, what they can do, and you cannot do, at least in the United States, you can take your own stem cells and then they can do what's called culture expand them. They can grow them in a lab so that
sick.
they become like, you get way more than you normally would have. And it's just a super powerful dose.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, man, it is so powerful. Even in terms of like just long-term diseases. But the US, unfortunately, if you take those cells and culture expand them in a lab, they consider it to be a drug because it's human tissue that's altered or grown. And now by the FDA classifies that as a drug. So you have to go to different countries that have, in my opinion, better health laws. But nonetheless, because of that being my background, I'm into biohacking, like cryotherapy. We're going to build this gym out in Florida, and I'm going to have an entire medical division in it and have one of United States' best stem cell practitioners actually practice out of there. So,
What?
yeah, dude.
Oh my gosh. That is a dream come true because I live in St. Petersburg, Florida. So there we go. I gotta link up with you next time you're here.
Dude, that would be sick. Yeah, we're in the planning phases of it right now. He's already talking to like some coaches and stuff, and I'm just going to be in charge of the regenerative medicine and medical part. But it's my vision that people can come there and train, and then like chill in between sessions. I want to have a bunch of the float tanks so that you can just float. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but
I never have, but I have teammates that have. So far, positive things I've heard.
Dude, it's so what the coolest thing about it, I mean, some people fall asleep, but you're at room temperature, so you don't really feel the water. It's the same exact, temperature as, as your body. So you don't feel the water. You're floating on the salt, and it's so dark. Even if you're awake, your brain waves actually emulate the same kind of waves as your brain emulates during sleep. So you can come out of there and it actually feels like you woke up from like a fresh night's rest. Like it mentally recharges you.
Huh. I've never heard of that part of the float tank. Yeah, I didn't know that whole aspect to it. That's interesting.
Oh man, yeah. So like imagine it going into a crazy training session, getting out, getting a vitamin IV, like Myers cocktail, like best vitamins, glutathione for the liver, like all that stuff. Getting some like awesome organic fresh pressed juices, some fruit, some good like natural carbs, hitting the float tank, getting some body work done, and then like getting back out for another training session. I
will be your first customer, hands down.
Bro, let's go.
Yeah, that is insane, and that's exactly what I need to add to step up my game. But yeah, that's amazing what you're doing over there, and setting all that up. Like it's an amazing resource, and the Central Florida area, I believe, is something that's going to be growing for MMA. A lot of the Florida talent is located or is known in South Florida, like Miami, some of those big gyms, American Top Team. You got Sanford MMA. You got a lot of those big gyms out there. But honestly, Central Florida has a lot of talent out there, so you'll be helping a lot of people under what's the word I'm looking for? Just a community that needs those resources out there. There's a lot of talent, a lot of fighters out there that could really use that, and adding that to the community is just going to step up the whole area's game. So that's awesome,
Bro. That's good for me to hear. That's I'd love to shoot some ideas around with you, but we are going to do a Gracie gym. Like, we want to.
Nice.
Yeah, we got to.
Is it from one of the guys that's already around here, or is it somebody that's moving around? I don't know if you could disclose any of that as of yet.
No,
worries there.
He's from there. Actually, grew up in Lakeland.
Okay, nice.
And yeah, knows a lot of the community, and was talking to the Gracies, and they said they could use a gym in that area. And then he talked to me, and I was like, dude, let's do this thing. But I also want to get an area in it and have like a half turf field, so we can do like a combine, and you can do let's just have people there working out too, doing like sled pushes and stuff. But yeah, I really want it to be focused around like holistic health and recovery training. Like, for example, my background is I work with athletes. I was working with a lot of NFL players before the COVID
Nice.
stuff. But yeah, like helping people recover from chronic nagging injuries, like stuff that keeps coming back. I do a specific type of neurological body work whereby we break the tissues down, a lot of cupping, scraping, stretching, adjustments, all these things. But then I actually do functional neurology on the brain to help reset the brain so your brain remembers injuries. That's why they kind of keep coming back.
Really?
Yeah, it's like it's a protective mechanism, because you got to think, if you're living, when we used to live out in the wild, if you broke your ankle and then you go to do the same movement 2 years later and you kind of like roll it, and that injury kind of comes back for a couple of days, then goes away. I call them phantom injuries, and it's a neurological protective mechanism.
Makes
where
sense.
Yeah, because your brain's like, well, it's better to kind of baby this thing and have some pain than to break it again. But we figured out how to actually reset that neuronal like circuitry in the brain, so your brain will forget about it, and then people just start like hit them with some stem cell and they're fresh.
That's insane. And I mean, I can imagine that also affects other injuries, because typically when you have an injury in a certain area, your brain remembers that, and you're compensating your body for that injury, and now you're applying more force and pressure on other parts of your body. So I'm sure that whole system you're talking about helps with that department as well.
Yes, it does, and you're right. You injure one area, then you start compensating with another. And man, these guys are throwing some crazy.
Yeah, I'm watching the fight as they're speaking. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I know. Like, damn. Okay. Volkanovski just like freaking coming out raging.
Yeah, he's throwing some hard shots.
Oh shit! Yeah. Look, what's funny? They show his name as Zombie. It's not even his real name.
That is badass. That's when you know that you freaking made it, man.
Yeah. He's backing up his nickname.
Yeah. It's official name.
Oaks caught him with that check hook a couple times.
Yeah, he has.
So we are rooting for Volkanovski because he's team MRI, right?
Yes, sir.
What about Zombie? He's also he shout out MRI or not?
Yeah, he did actually.
He did? Okay, so it's 50-50.
It's 50-50. I think I got Volkanovski though here in this fight. He's looking good tonight, man.
Yeah, for sure. I have so much respect for Zombie. Yeah, I saw something recently. I didn't realize his past. I forgot out of how many fights. I'm gonna bring up statistics that I don't know completely, but I believe most of his fights have been like main event or like 5-round fights. Let me check out my stats before I
Man,
start
his
talking.
fight with Yair Rodriguez was crazy. You remember the elbow?
Oh yes, that dipping elbow. That was one of the most creative ways I've seen somebody knock another person
Bro,
out.
he was losing the fight, and then one elbow last second of the fifth round, or the third or fifth round, last second of the fight, he won. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. Is just anything could happen, and no one would ever think that someone's gonna dip their head down and throw an elbow behind their back. Like
Yeah.
I think I think that was the first time we've seen that in MMA. I believe that got knockout of the year that year, whenever that happened.
Yes. Oh, Volkanovski looks very good. He's already doing some damage on the face of Zombie.
Oh, this fight, yeah. Round one, he's laid out some good damage. He's thrown some good leg kicks too. Yeah, he's looking really good, and it's only the first round, so we'll see.
Man, Volkanovski landed just a freaking great strike.
Physically, he looks physically so strong.
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah, have you seen the photos of him back when he was a rugby
Yeah, he
player?
was
That
like
guy,
200 pounds. Yes,
huge.
200 pounds rugby player.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Bro, he was huge.
So he cut down a lot.
Yeah, he was a 200 something pounds as a rugby player. I don't know what he walks around at, but he has to make the official weight of 145 pounds for these fights. So, I mean, that's just huge alone. We got Zombie putting the pressure here now.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
Looks like something's wrong with Zombie's ankle. He's got a little like sleeve on it or something. Oh, Zombie just fell down. Oh man, he's falling down again.
Better guys.
Oh, sorry.
I'm second 15 now. Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, he gets a little sleepy there for a second.
Man, the sky kick.
He kind of loses his footing.
Bro, this is the first round. I think Volkanovski gonna kill him.
Like if this was like a fight for the death in real life, Zombie would have been done right there. He kind of like fell down. Like if the round wasn't ending and you're trying to like beat this dude's ass, he would have been over.
well, you know how me and Nazareth were talking about anything could happen in MMA. Well, even more so in a real street scenario. So I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't say so. I can't say so for certain when it talks about. You know, a lot of people try to make comparisons like boxing to MMA or MMA to street fighting and this and that. At the end of the day, you know, you gotta take them as face value. And
there ain't no rules in a street fight.
yeah.
Man, Zombie is he kind of took a deep breath and he looks like those hits kind of got to him a little.
Yeah, but they don't remove his real name and put Zombie on the television for no reason. You know, he's just coming forward, does not care.
No, yeah, he's coming out strong here. How tall is he?
That I'm not sure. Let's go. He is 5'7", Korean Zombie. Volkanovski, I believe, is like 5'5", 5'6".
It's a little height on him.
5'6".
Okay. A little longer reach.
Yeah, Volk's really finding those check hooks.
Zombie's looking stronger though this round, I gotta say.
That's why he's called Zombie, bro. he's not backing down.
Just keeps going. Mark Ferguson says, "What a round for Volkanovski." Yeah, I agree, man.
Yes. Good round.
Zombie's kind of changing the momentum here, though. Throwing some strikes, man.
Yeah, he's throwing a lot of those front kicks down the middle, and
Yeah, he is. He's like kind of like telling Volkanovski, "Back up, bro."
Yeah, and you know, Volk's the shorter fighter. He's the one that has to, you know, make his way towards the inside, and you know, things like that's gonna make it think twice before just rushing right in.
Yeah, and now it's smart. He's kind of saying, "Hey, man, you better don't come up inside here."
I'm trying not to react. I'm ahead of you guys.
Oh boy. Oh man. Uh-oh. Well, Zombie looks like he might be in a little bit of trouble, man.
Oh shit! Yes.
Yeah.
If you can just tell when he gets hit, he's like Volk landed some wild hits on him. You can tell it's affecting his head.
Volkanovski's so explosive. And I know that's to be expected for his body type. You know, he's that shorter, stockier guy, but it's just amazing how much power he's able to generate.
Bro, he's very powerful, man. Look at his back. His back is huge.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, his lat strength to be able to throw a freaking strike. Oh man. Zombie's kind of getting his ass beat right now a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but this goes to prove. I mean, Zombie has a very incredible track record, and even though Volkanovski's the champion, I mean, he's putting on a great display of mixed martial arts. He's looking really good on the feet. He's mixing up with some takedown attempts, some clinch strikes. You'll see what's going to happen on a few, but yeah, mixing it up very, very well against a veteran like Korean Zombie, like this is very impressive.
Yes, man. But Volkanovski is levels ahead of him. He's
Yes,
crisp, sharp. Zombie looks a little bit sloppy.
Yeah, he does. That's.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's so much on Zombie. It's being able to pull this off on someone like Korean Zombie is just incredible to do, because not many people pull off a performance like this against him.
No, it's. I mean, no, you are right. He just. I don't know. I just some of his strikes are kind of sloppy. I feel like one of those hits to Zombie's head in the first round is it kind of like dazed him a little.
Yeah.
You know, it's just he doesn't look like his normal.
He looks off. Yes, you're right. He looks off.
Yeah, I mean, Volk was throwing hard early on, caught him a couple times with some good shots, and when you get tagged, you're going to think twice about your decisions moving forward into the fight. So he's probably, hesitating, slipping up, making some mistakes, and he's getting tagged. And I'm sure it's hard to train. I'm sure it's hard to train against someone like Volkanovski too, because he just has a very unique body type. He's very short, strong, and explosive, and I'm sure that's hard to find. Like
Dude,
what we're
he's
talking
so
about.
explosive.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just throwing short elbows, mixing it up with the takedowns, good strikes.
Oh man, yeah. Oh shit! I just showed a replay of his elbow that he got in. The Zombie's up against the cage. It's amazing that he can sustain those hits though and just keep going.
Nice lead leg head kick Volk's been going for. I've noticed a couple times he's thrown it early on in some of the rounds. He'll just throw like a lead leg head
What
kick.
do you think? Do you think Volkanovski's gonna get the finish or?
I do.
The way the fight's going, I could see it happen. I can
Yes,
see
me
it.
too.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like knockout style. One of these hits is gonna land Zombie.
And that's crazy because now he's gonna have on his record he's got a finish against the Korean Zombie, which that's that in itself. Yeah, that's a something to be proud of. That's for sure. But
yes,
don't want to speak too soon. Don't want to speak early because Zombie's just coming out and putting pressure on him now. Holy crap!
Yeah, he is, man. He's something got inside him.
They heard us talking crap.
Yeah, he's like, all right, enough of that bullshit.
Way to mix it up by Volk though. Knees, elbows, good punches, takedowns, like.
Yeah, he's really exercising a lot of his abilities. It's impressive, man.
So again, I don't want to count out Zombie, but who do you think after this, given let's say that Volkanovski wins this again?
I think Holloway.
Holloway next, you think for the third time? I would love to see it. I have no issue with that fight. Both fights were entertaining. I loved it.
Man, I think Holloway is the only guy right now who can beat Volkanovski.
True. Yeah. And I think it's possible. And I know a lot of people thought Max.
Oh, bro, 100%. A lot of people thought Holloway won last fight or the first fight. Very close. Two very close fights.
Yeah, it'd be great to see that. So, there's always something nice about it's good rematches, you know?
Yes, true.
Yeah, there hasn't been too many trilogies, but I mean, we're in the talks of what do you call a fourth time after a trilogy? What do you call it? What do you call when there's a sequence of 4?
I don't know, man, but they want to do Figueiredo and Moreno, right?
Figueiredo and Moreno, yeah, that's what I was talking about. So,
but I think Kai Kara-France deserves a title shot.
He does. In my opinion, he does. But I wouldn't be mad seeing that fight for a fourth time. And
yes, because it was a good fight, but Kara-France, he just beat Askarov, and Askarov is a very good man. He had a draw with Moreno, and many people believe that he's the next champion.
Yeah, I believe he deserves it. But it would also be the first time we've ever seen a fourth fight, a fourth rematch.
Yes, you think so?
Yeah, I think that would be the first time. I don't think it's ever happened. True. I don't think the same guys have fought each other 4 times.
4 times, yes, you might be right. Maybe if Poirier and McGregor fight, then they also. But I think that's the first time.
Yeah.
Is McGregor gonna fight again?
Yes, he want to come back later this year. Man, he's gonna come back for sure. He's still young.
I'd love to see him fight. Hopefully, he just needs to focus on training and not like running liquor businesses and stuff, you know.
True. Yes, it's hard to focus if you have that much money, and especially. But man, he made the sport grow so much, especially in Europe because he's from Ireland.
Yeah,
you can hate him or love him, but McGregor he did a great job pushing.
I love him, man.
The brand.
I freaking he's a legend. Yeah, he did so much for the sport and just marketing.
Oh shit.
Was genius, his strategy.
Yes, he did. He brought it to the next level for sure.
Oh man, Zombie looks like he's in pain after that.
Yeah, he got up a little bit too slow for my liking.
Dude, I'm telling you, he's gonna get knocked out. You can
Oh
just tell.
yes, he doesn't look good, man.
You can tell. One more of those elbows or something, or one of those hooks, he's gonna get sleepy. Yeah, I would. It's just unfortunate. McGregor just, I would love to see him win again, man.
Yes, he needs to come back because also for the sport is good, you know. He's
Oh,
bringing many eyes to the. Actually, personally, I don't like him. His trash talk is too much. He goes against religion, family, this and that, you know. But from his entertainment factor and how he made the sport grow, you need to give him props.
Yeah, originally as he was coming up, I didn't like it at all. But then after I realized what he was doing, and he also laid out like a blueprint for other fighters. Like, hey, we have to
Yes,
be entertaining. It's
yes,
not,
for sure.
you can't just rely on getting paid to fight. You also have to bring eyes outside of that, and he's done it, and he's brought way more eyes to the sport. He's made it like a household name at this point. I wouldn't say him alone, obviously. There's a lot of contributing factors, but I remember 5-10 years ago, not everybody knew of MMA, or you named off a fighter, they wouldn't know who they were. And it's crazy to me now, especially after being in the sport for so long. Like, people are, MMA is a mainstream sport now. It's
Yes,
becoming
yes.
a lot more common. So that's something I'm always glad to see. And I know on previous spaces we talked about the potential of growth for. Oh yeah, that's sorry.
Cairo, one question. For example, I see there's a fight of the night 50,000, right?
Um,
And there's this new bonus 70,000. That means there's like two different bonus, or how was that?
oh my gosh, I guess
Yeah,
Volkan Ozdemir- oh,
fight's over. Yeah,
he just took it, didn't he?
yeah.
I actually, I don't know those exact details. I need to get caught up on. I don't know if that new bonus is like the fight of the night and it's just divvied out more, or if there's both of them.
Okay.
Because I don't actually. I help out with the spaces and some of the marketing strategy. I will find out for you though, because I'm actually
So
wondering.
I'm gonna make a Telegram account. So maybe sometimes I'm gonna come in.
Oh, brother, you should.
Yes, for sure, bro.
Yeah, hop in, man. The community is awesome. They'll love you in there.
Yes, for sure. I will come. Okay, guys, have a good night. It was nice, a lot of fun. Cairo, Brandon, see you guys soon.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. Appreciate you hopping on, man.
Thank you, brother.
Absolutely,
See you
man.
guys soon.
Was a
Talk
fun
to you
time.
soon.
Hey,
Bye, man.
recover well, man. See ya.
Thank you, brother. Bye.
Dude, that was interesting. They called that. I feel like they wanted to call it like the round before, but
Yeah, I mean, they saw he was in bad shape. I mean, he wanted to continue. That was his own choice. The doctors felt like it was okay for him to continue. And then it just got to a certain point when Volk was just raining down some punches on him that Herb Dean just decided, no, that's it. That's enough. And it was for the better. I believe it was a good call. It was a fair stoppage.
I do too. I mean, especially like, dude, it is
every
not
every
good.
every round was getting worse. We were saying it. He does not look good. He's looking worse. He's looking worse. And that was the point. Herb Dean saw the call. He made it, and I'm glad. I'm glad we don't see any more damage going to Korean Zombie, because he's a legend in the sport, and don't want.
Well,
I would hate to see him get hurt worse. So good win by Volkanovski. Excellent performance. Way to mix things up too on all aspects of martial arts. I mean, great striking, very powerful shots. Had some good takedowns in there, some clinch work. Yeah, awesome performance for sure.
Oh my gosh.
And great night of fights. What are you thinking? I don't know if we have it in the Telegram channel, but are people casting their votes for fight of the night?
Yeah.
I believe my vote would probably go to Chimaev and Burns. That was probably my fight of the night. That was very exciting for me. What are your thoughts?
I'm gonna go with you there, and then I would honestly, I'd say this would probably have to be the second. Well, I don't know. I mean, Volkanovski just put on a phenomenal performance, but the girls, man, I just something about that fight was just damn good, and some just crazy jujitsu. Uh, that was probably my second favorite.
Yeah. No, I mean Mackenzie, she's excellent. She pulled. I think she got the decision right. But I mean, she did a really good job. I mean, she kept her hips back. She disengaged in a lot of those clinches, and but Mackenzie showed, she was able to pull off some of her grappling. She had some excellent transitions. She jumped guard, transitioned from a Kimura to a leg lock, just showcased some really good grappling there and pulled off the win. So that was interesting. We'll see what the fans have to say and what the MRI community has to say, but I'm super excited to see who gets the fight of the night bonus.
Me too.
Yeah.
And especially it would be cool. I'm hoping whoever gets the biggest bonus also gets the biggest bonus for crypto.com, because then they'll just get like a nice like fat wad of crypto, like that's gonna feel
And
good.
you could truly say, we have the 70K that MRI is offering, we have the 60K that crypto.com is offering. Without MRI, a certain fighter could potentially have $130,000 less, and what MRI has done for the sport already has widened up the opportunity and potential for things like this to happen in fighting, and we're already seeing it now. So, I mean, Marshall's the first to innovate it, and other people are going to go around, try to copy, do their own version of it, but we all know that we have. Oh, I think Cynthia's muted. I think she's muted, but we all know that MRI was the first to do it, and we're making waves within the MMA community. So this is awesome.
Oh yes, brother. That first mover, innovator, and also the first thing about being the first one, it's like you're going to run into problems and stuff that you don't know. And that's what's awesome is really following in the footsteps of someone like crypto.com, looking at the success of MRI and saying, okay, fans want to vote. They want to get involved. They don't know if that actually would have worked, or if people would have wanted to do that, or they actually would have voted, or even if enough MMA fans even know about crypto. So I think this was good for them too, to show them like, yeah, MMA community loves crypto. Crypto loves MMA. And it probably even made them feel better about their partnership. But yeah, it's like, as we're kind of blazing forward and just running into different things and stuff we didn't know about, it's fun to kind of help, solve those problems. But I mean, dude, it's like this is just so good for the crypto space too. And it shows the world the power of the blockchain and crypto, because it's not just like some little some little dog coin, or yeah, I got some Bitcoin and ETH, but it's like, man, some of these coins actually in the communities are doing legitimate things and changing lives. Yeah, what's the zombie doing right now?
I don't know if he just retired. I didn't have the audio on, but yeah, I agree with you. MRI is putting a spotlight, and I think targeting MMA and fighters is a good way, because crypto projects initially they start blowing up within their own crypto communities, but what MRI is doing is taking the power from what we call like a normie community, or people that are just fans of fighting, or even people that aren't even huge fans of fighting, but they just like the cause. They're like, hey, I'll buy this cryptocurrency if I could support these athletes that are not getting paid as much as they should, or having a hard time, or in a tough situation. I know some guys in the Telegram, they popped in. They're like, hey, I'm not the biggest fan of MMA, but I watched my first fight. So both sides are getting a good end of the deal. We have fighters that are being supported. We have people in crypto that are getting more involved into MMA. We have, the MMA side getting involved into crypto. So it's a good mesh and a good combination of things, and a good way for both markets to kind of bleed into each other. And I think this is just a really good partnership and relationship to have between crypto and MMA. And I think two communities rallying together is always better than one. And with that, the rapid growth of MMA and the rapid growth of martial is just going to be amazing when the two are put together. So,
the way you put that, it really, there is like similarities and like, I don't know, just the community, like the types of people, the growth, and they're both kind of like simultaneously exploding. Um, and just to co-support each other is freaking epic. And it's also really cool because I've helped out different teams before and memes and stuff and done marketing, and man, getting a hold of some of these either rappers or athletes, whoever you would have do your kind of these marketing and tweets, dude, they're a pain to get a hold of. Like, they're will barely like do whatever you want them to do, all these different things. That has not been the experience. Like, it is so badass. And within MMA, all of the athletes and fighters sponsored legitimately love it. And like, there's this organic thing where they want to just talk about it, promote it, support it. They want to see the success. And they also want to like tap in and get some bonuses or get some funds. Hey, I have a health need. Hey, I have this. It's like known the team is going to help you out if you have a need. You just got to reach out. So there's no one like abusing that. They're like, no, give it to the guys who need it. Or it's just really cool because never in a million years in any other project would I be sitting on a live stream with guys, like yourself, like Chael, like Nasrat, that just wouldn't happen. You would have to, I mean, hell, you could barely get these guys to do a tweet for you, let alone to actually believe in it and support it. Like, I was shocked at first to see how much they actually believe in it and want to see the success. And it's like, you're right. It's this marrying of two parties. That's like, hey man, let's help each other out. And I think even Dana is seeing, like, Dana obviously saw, he loves MRI, by the way. He told it, he said it to us, but it's bringing eyes on the UFC as well. So it's just so beneficial because while the UFC is really exploding, uh, I would say in popularity, it still more views, more recognition. I mean, look at some of the impressions on some of these MRI tweets, and on some of them, I think I've gotten 250,000 impressions on Twitter. That's 250,000 eyes on the UFC. Certainly, they're getting more views and stuff. So it's just cool to kind of be part of that as well.
Absolutely, and it's great that you guys started with the UFC, but it's just like how crypto is 24/7. Same thing with MMA. There's events going on every weekend on a Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. There's fights going on everywhere at different locations, different times, and the UFC is obviously one of the big ones that have made their mark and put their staple in. But I mean, there's ONE FC. We already have a partnership with LFA, giving out fight bonuses there. You've done partnerships with Fury FC, some of these more local promotions or regional promotions as well. So, it's not even just the UFC, it's the entire sport of MMA and the whole
Yes.
community as well. So it's just amazing what's been done so far in this short amount of time. I mean, take any project, business, whatever, to make waves in such a short amount of time, to make another company, crypto.com, however, I don't know what their company value is at, but basically forcing them to make a decision where we took all the risk into, okay, and we innovated a new idea for them to, I don't want to use the word take advantage of, but hey, they've seen this thing that works. and they took it and ran with it. And obviously, hey, now we know it's working. It's something that people want to do. It's something that people want to support. And we were the first to do it. So
Oh man, and that's so exciting. And I mean, I think we're going to look back at this in history, even in the history of crypto, and say like, dude, that's when the game changed. And because you got teams with these huge ass marketing wallets and taxes, and it's like all these teams promise they're doing these marketing, and MRI is like, hey, let's have as much marketing as possible actually help the fighters, and let's have a dual benefit market, but actually change someone's life, promote them, all these different things. And I don't know, it's exciting because I think this could kind of pivot the crypto market. I really do think we'll look back and we'll be like, dude, that is when the game changed. That's when meme coins changed. That's when all these different things changed. And it's when you got top tier exchanges following in your footsteps, you're doing something right.
yeah, absolutely. And Marshall, hands down, is doing something right. Not just in terms of crypto and the project itself. Obviously, that's doing right, but you're doing right by fighters and communities of people as well. So not only are you guys succeeding, within itself, but when you can see other people grow and succeed along with you, that's when you got something special. So.
Oh man, I couldn't have said it better myself.
But all right, I had a long night after these fights. I'm gonna hop off. It was fun hopping on here with you and some legends. I can't believe I was actually on a live stream with Chael Sonnen. I just still a little bit in shock there. I look up to that guy so much.
I
But
know he said he's chilling with the boys. Like we're all boys now, and yeah, I mean he's just like on ESPN the other fight. And now
yeah.
we're streaming with him. It's fun, man. It's cool.
Yeah,
It's
I'm over
humbling.
here in my little apartment over here, and I got Chael Sonnen hopping on. I'm like, oh boy, I should have put up the hair a little bit. But no,
Yeah.
Chael's a super cool guy. Same thing. We had other fighters pop in, fucking Derek Brunson. We had
Oh
Nazrat. We
man,
had uh, we had
Cynthia.
Cynthia hopped on. So tonight was an awesome night of fights. Awesome night to hang out with some other fighters, hang out with you, Cairo, and even the chat popping in here and there, showing us some love. So it was awesome hanging out with everybody. I'm popping off. I'll see you guys at another time. I don't know. Are we doing this on a regular scheduled basis? These
Yes. Yeah.
awesome.
So we will have a fight companion every pay-per-view event.
Okay.
And then at least to start, I think it'd be awesome to start covering some of the other leagues though as well, because like you said, yeah, UFC really, as far as the promotion, was kind of the first big viewed league, and Dana did so much for the sport. But I think in 3-4 years from now, you'll have other like Eagle FC and LFA. Like I really do believe the other promotions and leagues will be just as big because there's such a demand there. So it'd be cool to see us expand into those things, especially with LFA with the partnership. But we will also be utilizing the YouTube channel for at least once a week. Going to aim to do it twice a week to do more of like a podcast about MMA. And of course, we'll talk about MRI, but in our spaces when we're doing interviews and having different fighters come on and talk and dialogue, that's actually going to be moved to YouTube so that we get more views from the MMA community. We'll get more guys like Jesse on Fire and stuff on there, and really target it towards different MMA YouTube channels. We'll still do spaces once a week, but yeah, we're going to get just an MMA conversation going. So like we'll have one early this week, just like post-fight interviews and talk about them, and hopefully get a couple of these guys back on. Would love to obviously have both champs come back on. It was awesome that we had them on before they went into the fights, and I love to have them on after. And I'm sure if they're free, they would love to come on.
Absolutely, and it's crazy that already we have guys coming. Chael Sonnen, we have the champs coming. Aljamain, he just defended his belt. He was just on our spaces. So we have these
And
high level
Volkanovski.
fighters. Yeah, Volkanovski, he was on spaces as well. But we have these fighters, these top tier named fighters, just coming in and hanging out. Like that's just something amazing, and that we've done in such a short amount of time. So, yeah,
And you can tell too. They love to talk. They love to cut it up and jive and just tell their story, but just even talk about anything and talking with Chael. It's like, who doesn't want to talk with Chael? He's such a great guy. Just awesome human and just fun to talk to, man. So yeah, we're gonna eventually, the goal is to have the YouTube show, a mixed martial arts episode, be just tailored towards MMA, and we want people to tune in just to get MMA news, and then with kind of like, oh wait, what's MRI, what's martial, and it's like, oh well, this is what it is, this is why, this is what got it started.
Yeah, like who's a fan of MMA that wouldn't want to hear Chael's perspective on how a certain round went, or what he thinks on a fight coming up. Like it's just an interesting perspective to hear, especially if you're an MMA fan. And now you have legends of the sport getting their perspectives on fights that are coming up. I mean, yeah, I feel like we'll have a very strong platform to utilize for content on YouTube, 100%. So that's a great idea. So
I agree. I'm already hoping that he gives his post fight thoughts and the next YouTube's live this week, because I just want to hear what he has to say, man. I'm always learning.
Absolutely. So UFC 274 would be the next one. That is when is that? That is May
7th.
May 7th. Wait a second. April. Okay, so that's the next pay-per-view. Okay. So we got a little bit of time. We got like a good 3 weeks, 3-4 weeks before the next pay-per-view.
I'm feeling a new all-time high before then as well, actually, on the token itself. So I think we'll make a new all-time high by then, and hopefully have a couple thousand more holders as well, and more viewers, and honestly, more fun, more family, more community, and
that's one thing we didn't get to address since the last time we passed 10,000 holders, right?
Did we really?
Yes, I believe so. Let me like triple check just to make sure, so don't get you. But I believe we passed 10,000 holders. Another milestone. There was a couple milestones we hit within the recent few days, I believe. I'm trying to find some news here. But yeah, past 3 days. Past 3 days, obviously, and we hit a bunch of new listings. 10% of the wallet. The burn wallet is at 10%.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of 10% of the supply has been burned. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're not 10K holders yet, but 10% of the supply is burned. Yeah, I know we're approaching on 10K holders though. Hold on.
I was gonna say, if that would have happened, I feel like I would have seen it all over Twitter.
Yeah, I never know. With Marshall, we always got some news coming out, and I don't even know. It's hard to keep up. We always have a new fighter that's sponsored. We have a new something it's a new exchange listed. It's always news with MRI. So I'm not going to be surprised if we see 10K holders very, very, very shortly, because we're approaching it very soon.
Oh yeah, dude, it's gonna happen probably this week.
Yeah, absolutely. But all right, I appreciate you having me on, Cairo. People that hopped on in the chat, I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna pass out because this is not my normal sleeping schedule, but it was awesome to hang out with you guys, hang out with people, hang out with the fighters, and I'm passing out. So Cairo, much appreciated, man. And
awesome, brother. Thank you for your time, and your passion and your work, brother.
Absolutely, man. I'll see you guys next time.
All right. See you, man.